let's slow down, because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, homie, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
I tell you.
I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These motherfuckers on the road, where the hell they learn to drive? Jive turkeys at my job, about to get a cool, cold, mean five. Should've took the day off. Might slap my boss, my own damn kids, pissing me off. As if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle, fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up, I'm fed up, I'm fed up. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bartender, don't you see me waving you down? This guy came after me, I was here first, but you serving him rounds. No, I bought the Uber here, my friends expecting me to buy it back. Tomorrow morning, I better get a cash app, or every last one of you motherfuckers getting slapped. Bet that. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woke up this morning with these thoughts in my head. The world would be better off if I just stayed my ass in bed. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, let's get into this thing. Salutations to each and every last one of you coming up in the room. It's greatly appreciated for you being here, and good afternoon to everybody. Who we got up in here already? We already got Malcolm up in here. What's going on, Malcolm? Hope all is well. Sister Armin is in the building. What's going on, Sister Armin? Sister Gigi is in the building. What's going on, Sister Gigi? Sister LA is in the project, but she up in here too. So, what up, though, LA? Hope all is well with you. She says the total ignorance of Negroes in full display over on Hamps. Hey, shout out to the brother Hamp. Why are we here today? So I don't want to prolong or drag this out longer than what it has to be. Armin says I'm coming up as soon as I get up from under this hair dryer. Okay, no problem. So I want to start off today by saying this. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. It'd be greatly appreciated. put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. It would be greatly appreciated, just to make sure my audio is good. I'm gonna try to adjust my microphone here for a second. All right, there we go. There we go. That should be legible. All right, cool. That. So I get an email, glorious email. It was amazing. The wonderful thing about this email that I got was I was gonna wear this hat today, but I ain't feel like wearing my little trucker hat, my little trucker Detroit hat. But nah, we're gonna go with the solid black today. So I got a glorious email that a content creator was not only dodging, but it was also referencing me and some of the statements that I made yesterday about this case, and about how it is that when it comes down to it, that if the races were reversed, now some of y'all may have seen the stream from last night. If you didn't see the stream from last night, it was a heck of a stream. I wouldn't call it a hellacious stream, but it was a heck of a stream. But I've been asking this question since day one. Since day one of this incident first happening, since this trial has been sought after, as everyone was foreseeing the results of this trial, I have been asking this question. What if the races were reversed? Right? You said I rewatched a lot of it today. Hey, Snowman, what's going on? I seen you in the comment section, big homies, leaving comments. So I went ahead and I did the obvious thing. I made Carmelo white and I made Austin black. That way you can now have a visual representation of this question. Because while everybody is sitting around, what's going on, Primal? Some good old whataboutism. Absolutely. Absolutely whataboutism. Because instead of people clicking my link, as always, instead of people coming to talk to me directly, instead of people asking me questions or getting an understanding of my perspective directly, what they do is they take bits and pieces, right? They take bits and pieces and they like to continue to draw lines in the sand, right? The great separatist argument that they all love to participate in, right? Because even though I agree with you, Primal Rage, about whataboutisms, I can tell you what I'm sick of. What I'm sick of is that ninjas in particular, exactly, that's exactly what I was about to say, Lone Star. Ninjas in particular wouldn't even care. They wouldn't. And the fact of the matter is that they have to be salacious and drum up false narratives specifically about me, right? And reference things that I said as if I am not a law-abiding citizen, as if I am not a person who can use logic, comprehension, basic understanding, acknowledging basic human decency, right? What these Negroes like to do is these Negroes like to pull on your emotional hamstrings. They like to grab you by the waist. And they drum up these narratives that Black men in particular who are defending Austin Metcalf's life being taken away, and that Carmelo Anthony should be put in jail for the rest of his life because he's a good young man. He comes from the nuclear family and he has a great grade point average and all of this, that, and the other. You did everything except tell the truth. And the sad part is, it's just like in the opening clip that I played when we seen that when it comes down to who your favorite representative is, we see who your favorite representative is. But in particular to this case, these Negroes who have to appeal to a culture and a community that does not recognize them unless they have a sole target. In other words, these Negroes are pandering for sympathy and for acknowledgement and for a following. And I'm saying that nicely because the biggest problem with a lot of these pandering as Negroes is that these Negroes don't have an understanding or a belief system of their own. Because if the roles were reversed and Carmelo was white and Austin was black, what would be their argument? I could tell you what the argument would be. The argument would be is that white boy need to go to jail. That white boy need to rot. That white boy need to, he deserve a spot in hell. They will be jumping all up and down, putting their hands in the camera, flicking their hat. They'll be doing circles in their damn chair, putting on all the performance for the camera. Say, like, why do you say this? Well, I know why they say this. I know why they would say this. Because you've seen it all before. Anytime there's a white person who deletes a black person, the first thing they do is condemn the white person. The first thing they do is say that white person that needs to rot in hell. They need to rot in a jail cell. And that the black person who was deleted is innocent by all means, and they deserve justice. We need justice for this person, justice for that person, because these white folks, but anytime it's a black person that kills a white person, the first thing y'all do is say they deserve a fair trial. They innocent by any, they come from a good home. They come from a good background. They came from a good home before they killed someone. They came from a good background before they killed someone. And as always, since these weak Negroes need a target so they can get people to champion them and to stand behind their back and celebrate them, they never look at the facts. They only look at the color. And that's the biggest problem with these peoples. The biggest problem with these peoples is they can't get away from the fact that Carmelo Anthony is a black young man. They can't. Why? Because it's a fact. It's the truth. Carmelo Anthony is indeed a black young man. But the problem is these same Negroes would not defend Carmelo if he was white. They would be out in the streets protesting right now, calling for the arrest, if not the death, of Austin Metcalf if he was black. Now, I don't need to hold no punches, but with all due respect, I know that certain people who reference me, people who would even mention me, as they all throughout your chats talking shit about me, I know what you won't do is drop down in the chat, request a link, or even click the link if I drop it. Because the majority of these Negroes that's pandering for these white liberal antagonizers and these black Femalian manipulators like Monica, I don't have to get on camera and say things that you want to hear just so you can support my show or watch my show. I don't have to get on camera and stand and preach behind the microphone as if I need to don some purple garment and say that white people come from Yakub and that's why they deserve to die. No. I would rather give you the facts and my perspective than to draw behind everyone else's false narrative to say this person deserves to be innocent just because they're black. Because the truth of the matter is that these same people that's saying that it's sad that black men want to see other black men be torn down is these same Negroes that have been doing live streams about black men for the past six months. I'm trying not to cuss. These same Negroes that's crying and complaining about how sad it is that a black man will go after another black man is the same Negroes that have been running through another black man's life with a microscope, creating content, as they call it. Ain't that what they call it, y'all? Don't they call it content? They call it content when it's okay for them to hang and nail a black man to a cross. But when it comes to accountability, now it's we all got to be on one accord. Y'all ain't hearing me though. Y'all not. And the truth of the matter is, just like I said about Anton and Corey, which is the same thing I'm saying about Carmelo and Austin. This case, this incident, just like a multitude of others, tells a lot about y'all than it does about them. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about you ignorant ass Negroes that's out here putting on the show. Putting on the show because you need people to listen to you. You need people to watch you. Because had it not been for your hypocrisy, you wouldn't have shit to say. And the majority of you Negroes that have been nailing a black man to the cross because of his political affiliations, because of his religious beliefs, and because of his reality to themselves. Absolutely, they need people to worship them. They need people to worship them because the truth of the matter is, it's only so much that people can listen to when you're standing outside and you got dusty ass people all around you and you got a microphone in your hand and a goddamn speaker that no one cares to hear about your bullshit. But the sad part, his success. But the sad part is y'all have been running narratives and game and doing uploads and live streams and pulling up ex-co-hosts and ex-co-workers to talk about side pieces and talk about what this person is specifically doing with his penis. Y'all have more interest in, I'm talking about y'all niggas, y'all Negroes, y'all have interest in what a black man is doing with his time, his money, and his penis in his relationship and outside of his relationship. But y'all got the audacity to say that any black man, specifically sellouts, any black man that wants to see Carmelo Anthony held accountable for his actions, that we are against the community. And see, this is how I know that people are legitimately fake as hell, because I'm trying to stop cussing, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm trying to tone down my cussing. I swear a lot. I can't help it. I love to swear. Swearing feels good. But the truth of the matter is, these niggas know that they have to suck the D of black people. Oops, my bad. These niggas know that they have to suck the D of black people or they wouldn't get no support. You know why? This is why. Let me show you why. And I'm only going to play this one time, right?
Today.
You dancing around it. No, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know why I say a lot of you Negroes are ass kissers? Y'all kiss ass for the black community. Y'all kiss ass for hypocrisy. Y'all kiss ass for the lack of accountability. Y'all kiss ass for the lack of responsibility. Y'all kiss ass for anything degenerate, negative, and false. That's why you have certain people who will rise up and fall out of the clouds. They will rise to the occasion to prove their blackness. And what's the number one way that you can prove your blackness to these Negroes? You have to support Carmelo and say that he's innocent by any means necessary. If me saying that, if I have to say that Carmelo is innocent just for me to remain black, please take this black card. That's why I'm dressed in all black today. Because my position and my beliefs does not take away from my blackness. But what you niggas do, you niggas get up here on these damn social media platforms and y'all nail other niggas to the cross like you're the supreme nigga, but now you got a problem because Carmelo can be sent away for between 5 and 99 years and you don't want to see a black man go down. Yet you built your platform and your channel and your following off nailing a black man to the cross. And the sad part is that this is the dumb shit and the hypocrisy that y'all live in, that y'all reside in. This is the muck and the gruck that y'all crawl around in daily on a day-to-day basis to say, I don't like this man because he does what he wants with his life. Or black women. Facts. Thank you. Tree said, I will give you my black card. Facts. Plug being messy in the chat. What up, Drip? Anytime a black man or a black woman does not want to go along with the black narrative or the black prerogative or what the black caucus says or what the black order says or what Gay Lemon says, not anybody else that does not agree with them, they just lying. Like these niggas care about the community. How can you say that the pillar of the community is the black man, and yet you turn around and for the past 6 months, you have grown your cultish following of nailing a black man to the cross? But you got it. You got it. You got it. It's been a multitude of you content creators who have been who have been polishing pipe for the black community because you don't want to be seen as other than. That's why you would die on the shield of falsity because you don't want to be seen as non-black. Can't nobody take away the fact that you're black. What's going on, Brittany? Can't nobody take that away from you. The truth of the matter is the only way that someone can take your blackness away from you is if you give it up willingly and freely, or if you never had it. But as always, I won't go click these people link. I don't want to be around these people. So then why in the hell are you referencing and repeating things that I said on my live stream last night? If you don't want to be around and you don't want to listen, why are you repeating? Does that make sense to y'all? If I'm somewhere, if I don't want to be somewhere, I shouldn't know nothing what's going on in there, right? I shouldn't know what's said. I shouldn't know what's done. I shouldn't know what's referenced. Nothing. Because I already know I don't want to be over there. But yeah, you go back to your channel and your platforms, and you reference everything that Will from Cellulite Podcast says. And when you reference what I say, you then turn around and say sellouts and all this, that, and the other dumb shit. And yet the same people that's cheering you on, the same people that was cheering you on, nailing a black man to the cross because what he does with his life, and these people is jealous of his life, and you jealous of his life. That's why you got left on red for months. For a nigga to be crying about not getting paid for a show that he didn't want to be a part of, you damn sure spent a good couple of months nailing that nigga to the cross. And now you upset and you want to reference and draw more lines in the sand because black men and black women think that Carmelo Anthony should be held accountable for his actions, not because of his blackness. Can I say that again? Can I say that again? Y'all think that Carmelo should be innocent because of his blackness, not his actions. A lot of y'all think that. Tons of y'all think that. That his skin color automatically makes him innocent. Bullshit. His skin color does not make you innocent, because the truth of the matter is, if his skin color should make him innocent, then your skin color should have made you innocent. But your actions, just like a lot of you Negroes' actions, found you guilty. Why? Because not of your skin color, it was because of your actions. But a lot of you Negroes, y'all wear so many different colors of cape and so many different colors of simp, and y'all wear so many different outfits when y'all polishing the pipe of the black community that a lot of y'all don't even have an original identity anymore. That's why a lot of y'all can't even identify with the basic human shit. Because too many of you Negroes y'all not even black people no more. Y'all just pipe polishers for the black community. But yes, by all means, praise Carmelo as your savior and nail another black man to the cross so we can call you out for your hypocrisy. Yeah, it was him. It was him. It was that nigga. Absolutely, it was him. And he was only one of them. Drip, you said how much to drop me? Hit the cash app. We'll talk about it. But anywho, because I don't want to spend too much time on really dragging these Negroes across the damn coals that they should be dragged across, because a lot of these Negroes continue to sidestep and dodge and deflect from accountability. Your blackness is not a shield from accountability. Let me say that again. Your blackness does not shield you from accountability. The community cannot and will not, won't try to save you from accountability. How do I know? Because a majority of you Negroes that's pandering for this fake ass community have suffered behind the arm of accountability. That's why a lot of you niggas got records. That's why a lot of you niggas is felons. That's why a lot of you niggas got you got sentences on your head. Some of you niggas is on probation. Some of you niggas believe that it's okay for a 24-year-old man to mess with a 16-year-old girl. But I ain't gonna say nothing out loud. I ain't gonna say nothing out loud. What up, K Clarity? What up, 3 Man? I ain't gonna say nothing out loud. How a lot of you Negroes tap dance back and forth on these talking points because y'all don't have a position to stand on, because a lot of you niggas is fake religiously. How a lot of you niggas is legitimately dick suckers for the black community. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be cussing today. How a lot of you niggas is dick sucking for the black community because a lot of you niggas don't want to fucking bend the knee and say, you know what? We need to talk about this accountability piece. Shout out to Don for the $10 on the Cash App. Greatly appreciate you, big homie. See, this is what a lot of y'all is afraid of. Okay, Carrie said, Will sound like he over here preaching. Oh, I got to preach to these Negroes that's false prophets. I got to preach to these Negroes that sit here and say that white people who come from the island of Yaqub is all evil and all black people is innocent. Appreciate you, DT. Yeah, absolutely. Every time these people come out with fresh knee pads, because listen, when you have been wearing out knee pads for the past 6 months and 2 years because you're mad at one specific black man and you're crying tears and you're asking for forgiveness and you just mad because you got left on red and you got ghosted. That's what's wrong with a lot of these Negroes. That's why they hold the position that they have. Oh no, knee pads, that's not crazy, plug. That's just the beginning. Because what a lot of these Negroes is doing right now, they're equipping the bib, they're equipping the pipe polishing bib. That's what they're doing to Carmelo right now. A lot of these Negroes is out here with a goddamn binky and a bib and knee pads on their motherfucking knees while they sit here and they're literally trying to sentence Carmelo. They're trying to absolve Carmelo with their commentary instead of looking at the facts and coming to a sound comprehensional judgment of what the hell their own perspective is. Plug says, wait, men get ghosted? Yes, men get ghosted by other men. And then next thing you know, these men go on a 6-month tirade, putting another black man's life up under a microscope, and then say any black man that focuses on and want to see another black man condemned, that nigga's a fake. He's a traitor. He's a sellout. He's a black coon. But nigga, what you been doing for the past 6 months? What have you and your chat been doing for the past 6 months? How you polish and pipe with the Michael Jackson diamond encrusted glove on of the black community? No, I ain't got to be stopped because I'm just getting started. What's going on, RNT? A lot of these fake ass Negroes, fake ass black people, fake ass what else can I call them? A lot of these defenders of the community, a lot of these motherfuckers ain't never dropped a dime in the motherfucker. But they think that now is the perfect time. See, can I be honest with y'all? Put a one in the chat if I could be honest with y'all for a second. You know why a lot of these Negroes is jump up out of their bag and why they repolishing their knee pads? Let me tell you why. A lot of these Negroes is defending the black community because they're trying to get accepted back into the black community. Here, let me give you a prime example. Corey Holcomb, picture it. Sicily, 1999. Corey Holcomb is out here talking shit, causing a tirade, being a terror to the black community. Corey Holcomb gets into it with Anton Daniels, and not everybody go to the 5150 show and they sucking dick from the motherfucking Himalayas to the goddamn Red Sea. The moment Corey Holcomb stops talking about Anton Daniels, guess what? You go from 22,000 live viewers to 5,000 live viewers. Why? Because the truth of the matter is people really wasn't fucking with Corey Holcomb. They only fucked with Corey Holcomb because he went off and he went against Anton Daniels. So they became a temporary ally. So a lot of these Negroes then jumped out the woodwork and they said, oh, I'm going to start polishing pipe like Corey Holcomb was polishing pipe. Absolutely. They all became these niggas formed up like Voltron and was locking elbows and bracing knees, and they had their ass out with the Prince Chaps on. Okay? Call these Negroes the Delta Dick Defense Force. You absolutely right, LA Project. But then they say, oh, well, I see the shine. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. These Negroes seen the shine and the love that Corey Holcomb got from sucking dick of the black community. So then these Negroes said, this is a perfect time for me to hold Anton Daniels accountable. So I'm going to go suck dick just like Corey Holcomb was sucking dick. I'm going to get down on both knees. I'm going to have my bib on. I'm going to have an umbrella for the cum shot. I'm going to put a Michael Jackson glove on, and I'm going to work that neck. But take notice. Didn't I tell y'all once that lawsuit dropped, a lot of people was gonna get quiet about Anton Daniels? Didn't I tell y'all that? That a lot of people is gonna get quiet about Anton Daniels? I ain't seen the Anton Daniels live stream in forever. I ain't seen nobody put Anton Daniels on the thumbnail and do a stream about him in forever. So then they said, well, we can't extract the essence and the lifeblood of the black community from talking about Anton Daniels no more. So what we gonna do? We gonna go defend Carmelo. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta get back on the Carmelo defense train. These niggas, all they did was switch knee pads. They ain't even changed bibs. They still got their dick sucking glove on, and they cum shot buffers on with the sunglasses, and they got their umbrellas on with the goddamn fitted cap. The Carmelo is innocent just because he's black. You sound dumb as hell. But this is what pissed me off. This is what pissed me off. What pissed me off was this statement. This is why I went live. And also, I got to give y'all an update on the Carmelo case. This is why I went live. Because of this statement right here. The fact that these Negroes want to nail Carmelo Anthony to the cross and condemn him, these niggas is fake. These niggas is sellouts. These niggas is black coons. Bitch, what you been doing for the past 6 months? You've been putting a black man on the thumbnail for the last 6 motherfucking months. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Flag on play, nigga. Hold up. You've been trying to hold Anton to accountability for 6 motherfucking months. You've been trying to hold Anton to accountability for 6 motherfucking months. So does that mean, by your own logic, that you a fake ass, sellout ass nigga because you was trying to nail a black man to the cross? I'll wait. I'll wait. Because these same niggas get up here and preach about Jesus and preach about this, that, and the other, and that, and this. These same niggas get up and they got the choir behind them. You know, they live, you know, they chat room. And they got the super chat button and the cash app button and all this, that, and the other. They got dazzling graphics and everything else. Because these niggas naturally cannot produce a show without the motherfucking chat room. Turn the goddamn chat room off and stand in your own shit. But that's okay. Because we've been talking about nuclear family and good children and good parenting and raising your children and making sure your children was good. But when it comes down to accountability, I got a question for everybody in the chat. I need everybody in the chat to respond to this question. You in your house and you watching your TV and all you hear is, who the fuck is that? Who is it? Oh, this is Frisco Police Department. Oh, okay. Well, how can I help you? Yeah, well, we need to ask you questions about your child. What the fuck you mean ask questions? Well, your child is being investigated for a murder, and we have him on video, and we need to take him down to the station to ask him questions. I'm gonna ask all y'all in the chat. Is you about to go say, hey, yo, hey, get your ass down here? They said you, come on, get your ass down here. Come talk to these people. Or is you about to sit there and lie? If police come knocking on your door, they say they got a warrant to search your damn house unless you give up your child. What you doing? So now I'm going to take the blinders off. Because a lot of you motherfuckers, look, my Casbrew says, I'm whooping ass. Facts. I'm going to beat your ass and then you can go with the goddamn police. Tree said, number one, get your ass up. Come talk to these people. That's what accountability and responsibility looks like in good parenting. Look, get your ass down here and talk. I ain't about to be answering questions to these people. They ain't what the fuck I need to talk to them for? The fuck? Exactly. He needs to learn accountability. Real Robert says, can I see the video first? And then I'm going to say, bring your ass down the stairs. Facts. Anyway. Y'all make sure y'all support the show. Mr. Long, sir, and that right there is what's missing. Facts. Because not only will these people sidestep and dodge accountability, they will outright lie. And that's why yesterday's show, I love being right sometimes, y'all. Can I gloat for a second? I love being right. I really do. I really do love being right. That's why yesterday's show was titled Defending Degeneracy at All Costs. That's why yesterday's show was titled Defending Degeneracy at All Costs. Because y'all will. These same people who sit here and try to put a label of degeneracy on someone else's life is the same people that will defend degeneracy within their own household. But let us get to the update. Let's get to this thing because there's some hellacious news that came out. So I'm going to start from where today begins. Right, and they convicts. Big facts. All right, so let's start here. The first defense witness in Carmelo Anthony murder trial on Monday is a 17-year-old Centennial High School student, football and track teammate of Carmelo Anthony. So we understand that this is a teammate from football and track of Carmelo Anthony. He says Carmelo was acting normal in the stadium when their team arrived and sat in the bleachers of the Kukiendo Stadium. Defense asks, would you agree with me that at a football game, it's more of an our team versus our team culture? He says, no, sir. He says, what about track? Is it more social? He says, I would agree. The defense then asks, what would you do to pass time? He says, scroll on my phone, get food. Let me zoom in so y'all can see this. He then says, what about spending time under other teams' tents? Witness says, I don't think I've ever done it, but it never had crossed my mind like that. The defense asks, had you seen other kids who have done that? He says, I can't put my finger on the time when I noticed it. The witness testifies that the Centennial team was hanging out in the baseball dugout while waiting to determine if there was a rain delay in the start of the track meet. They had to leave, and then they didn't have a tent. He says they went out on the field to warm up. The defense then asks, what happens once you go out to the field and start to warm up? The witness said the rain had almost died down to a full stop, and it started to pick up again. He says the teams dispersed and Carmelo Anthony headed to the bleachers. The defense says, what made you notice him in the bleachers? He says, I was just looking around and I saw someone I recognized. He then says, he saw Anthony under the Memorial High School tent and it looked crowded underneath it. The defense says, describe what is happening. The teenager says, everything looked completely normal. The defense then says, describe to the jury what you saw and what you thought. The witness said, I had looked up, and when I looked up, I heard a sound a lot like yelling. I heard louder voices over there, and when I looked over there, people weren't facing the field anymore. They were looking back. The defense says, do you remember telling the detective my teammate might be in trouble and I might need to go help him? I'm sorry, and maybe I needed to go help him. The witness says, yes, sir. I thought there could be something wrong. I wanted my teammates to see it too. Let's go up. More testimony from first witness and cross-examining. The defense says, what did you see when you first noticed something was wrong? The witness says, I saw the arms go out. I see arms and I make contact with Carmelo. Defense says, can you see how much contact is being made with Melo? He says, no, sir. He says, was that concerning to you at a point? He says, yes. Defense says, you weren't sure this was a fight, but you were concerned it would be a fight? He says, yes, sir. He says, I was running through all of the possibilities of it, where this was a friend or not. The defense says, what did you do next? Witness says, it got super loud and people started standing up and were like, what happened? Defense says, so you did not see the stab or the moments before that? The witness says, no. The defense says, is Carmelo seated? He says, no, sir. The defense says, what happened next? The witness says, what I saw was Austin pulling up his shirt saying he got stabbed. Defense says, do you see Melo at some point? What was he doing? Witness says, kind of like jogging, going to the right on the bleachers. Defense says, did you see what did you see him when he stopped? Witness says, he is crying and there was a coach kind of comforting him. I'd say distraught is the best way to describe it. Defense says, did it look like a put on? Witness says, I'd say everything going on was very, very real. Defense says, you could hear him crying. Witness says, yes, sir. I heard him saying, I told him not to touch me. Defense says, how was he distraught? Witness says, yes, very distraught. Defense says, you didn't see large parts of what happened under the tent. Is that fair to say? Witness says, yes, sir. Prosecutors then cross-examine the witness. The prosecution says, you had a few things wrong when we talked back in April. Is that right? He said, yes, sir. So yesterday, Wall Street Willie, Eater Man, and a few other people, content creators and all this, that, and the other, not just didn't hit my panel, but also some did hit my panel. They said it was contradictions all throughout the witnesses' statements, so Carmelo should be free. This is Carmelo's teammate. There's contradictions in his statement, according to what the prosecution said. Prosecution says, your initial statement to the police that you saw Carmelo Anthony surrounded, so it had to be after the stabbing. He says, yes. So this witness told the police initially that he did see Carmelo surrounded. Prosecution says, you had a story in your head when we visited, correct? He says, yes. Prosecution says, and when you saw the video, your eyes were opened to what actually happened. Is that right? He says, yes. Prosecution says, my impression when we first met you, you thought when you saw people surrounding Carmelo Anthony, it was before the stabbing. He says, yes, sir. Prosecution says that was actually after the stabbing. Witness says, I couldn't really tell. Prosecution says, when you and I met, you told me you thought it was before the stabbing. Witness says, I thought it was before the stabbing was happening. Prosecution says, you know you're wrong. Witness says, yes, sir. I want to stop right here because as much as people want to deliberate, comb through, and look over, apparently this witness was wrong. Apparently Carmelo was not surrounded prior to the stabbing. In other words, Willie D, Wall Street Willie, and to the rest of you Negroes that wants to put this narrative out there, Tiffany Billions, just like the rest of y'all, want to put this narrative out there that Carmelo was being jumped and that he was surrounded. This witness says that he was wrong and that he was not surrounded. Prosecutors show video showing the witness on surveillance video from the stadium that revealed the witness was on the field and not even looking at the damn tent. He wasn't even looking. The witness was not even looking at the time when the stabbing happened. So now I ask all of you Negroes, all of you dumbass people that's putting out this statement and this narrative that, oh, a witness said he didn't see shit, because when you look at the video, he wasn't even looking. But I'm not done. Have you learned your mind can play tricks on you? Yes. You didn't even have a knife on you. No, sir. Have you ever been under another team's tent? No, sir. If you had been under another team's tent and they asked you to leave, would you? Yes, sir. Because that is what the common person would do. If you are under another team's tent and they ask you to leave, the common person, the average person, would leave the fucking tent. Unlike Carmelo. Yes. Unlike Carmelo, Mr. Big Balls, Mr. Big Draws, Mr. I want to be toughest nigga around, Mr. Hoodlum. The average person would leave. DT says, yeah, but he gave a black man warning, though. The average person would leave the tent. Of course, they're going to say he's lying. Because why not? It does not fit the Carmelo innocent narrative. Carmelo innocent by any means necessary. But watch this, Armin. Watch this, Armin. If the races were reversed, what would they be saying right now? If the races were reversed, what would they be saying right now? But we ain't done. Let's keep going. We ain't done. On redirect, the defense asks, I think you described people in a U shape around Carmelo. He says, yes, sir. Okay. Let's go up to the next round of questioning. JD Miles says, JD Miles is the one that's reporting. Frisco police officer Bo Riley is the next witness for the defense. Bonnie says, thank you for the truth. All we want is the truth. That's all I can provide. I cannot provide you with anything else other than the truth that we have up until this point. Because you know what anybody else will be telling you? That Carmelo is innocent just because he's black. They were jumping him. They were bullying him. They surrounded him. They assaulted him. They attacked him. He's a 3.9, 3.7 grade point average student. He comes from a 2-parent household. It's a good family. No one cares about that. Everybody was a good person before they became a bad person. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that. Everybody was good before they became bad. Hell, when it came to Cain and Abel, nobody said that neither one of the brothers was bad. We just thought they was good. Until Cain killed Abel. Then once Cain killed Abel, what happened? So So should Cain be forgiven because all he did was a little bit of killing? All he did was kill his brother. If Cain was black, these Negroes would be saying Cain is innocent because he's black. Let's continue. Frisco police officer Bo Riley is the next witness for the defense in the crimes against the children's unit. He was called out to the stadium the day of the stabbing. He interviewed some of the witnesses in the field house near the football field. One of the witnesses was a memorial track athlete who knew Carmelo Anthony and talked to him under the tent. He reviewed the cell phone of the student to check his camera roll and text messages and Snapchat account. The defense is the first one on the line. They says, oops, sorry. Let me go back right here. The defense says, did that examination take 30 to 40 minutes and try to find anything interesting or relevant? The police officer says, I would describe the consent-based search as being thorough. The defense attorney then says the defense attorney is getting officer to confirm that the knife was legal to carry in Texas and into stadiums. Defense says it would surprise you if schools had policies against such things. Witness says no, it wouldn't surprise me. Pay attention right here. This is important. The defense tried to get the officer to normalize the knife. I want y'all to pay attention. It would surprise you if schools had policies against such things. He says no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Because on schools and at schools events, track meets and sporting events, you can't bring a weapon. Why would I be surprised? What do you mean? And then the witness was excused. Let's go back up. Let's go to the next one. The defense then calls another witness, a 17-year-old student at the Frisco High School. He is on the football team and on the track team. He was at the track meet on April 2nd, 2025. He was on the Frisco team. Defense says, how was the culture around the track and meet different from a football game? He says they're really social, so everybody would know each other. Say hi, really social. He says, is that only on the field, only in the bleacher? How would you describe it? He says, oh, it's all over the place. He says, did you ever had any other kids from other tents come over to your tent and say hi? He says, yes, sir. It wouldn't hurt to say hi, so it's okay. If Carmelo went to the other team's tent and said hi, it's not a problem. Hi, how you doing? The defense says, do you recall where you were in the stadium? He says, I was by the gates. He says, did anything happen that you took particular notice of in the stands? He says, everybody was standing up and I saw somebody get pushed or get punched. I don't know which. He said, is that under the memorial tent? He says, yes, sir. The defense says, so it looked like to you that it was just kind of under the tent? He says, yes, sir. The defense says, do you remember saying that it looked like somebody was trying to stop a fight? He says, yes, sir. The defense says, the person who got punched or hit, did they react in any type of way? He says, I don't know. The defense says, did you see him, Carmelo, making a swinging type of motion? He said, yes, sir. The defense says, what happened after that? The witness says, I saw he did a swing motion down and I heard, oh my God, somebody just got stabbed. And people just started scattering. The defense says, you got a very small snapshot of this. Is that fair? He says, yes, sir. Now it's the prosecution's turn. Prosecution says, is it fair to say if you don't remember? He says, yeah, it's fair to say that. Prosecution says, a lot of what you said, you're kind of guessing. He says, yeah, I'm kind of guessing. Prosecution says, do you remember seeing the video I showed you? Witness says, yes, sir. Prosecution says, it showed that you didn't see what you thought you saw. He says, yes, sir. So yet we have another witness. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Time out. We got another witness called by the defense who says they saw something. And when the video was played, they didn't see shit. Uh-oh. They didn't see shit. But I need everybody to put a 1 in the chat because the very next question from the prosecution is deadly. The very next question from the prosecution is deadly. Watch this, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Watch this. What up, Omni? Watch this, y'all. Watch this. This is deadly. This is some diabolical shit that you're about to see and hear. Watch this shit, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So the prosecution says, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. It's fair to say after seeing the video, you didn't want to testify. The witness, let me zoom in so y'all can see this. The witness says, we wanted to do the right thing. Oh, you mean lie? You mean fucking lie? So in other words, these niggas is lying for Carmelo. And y'all didn't see shit. Y'all didn't see shit. What is doing the right thing? What is that? What does that look like? Can somebody in the chat tell me what that looks like? What's doing the right thing? Is doing the right thing like, I don't know, making Carmelo seem innocent when he's not innocent? Saying that you saw something that you didn't see? Saying that you did something that you didn't do? Is that what doing the right thing is? Oh. So let me make sure I got this right. The prosecution says, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. It's fair to say after seeing the video, you didn't want to testify. The witness says, we wanted to do the right thing. What's do the right thing? Because so far, when it comes to the defense asked you, did you see something? You said yes. When the defense asked you, did you see something? You said yes. When the prosecution said, hey, yo, we got a video, you didn't see shit. Oh, we just wanted to do the right thing. In other words, you're lying. All right. Okay. So you want to do the right thing? Got you. All right. Bet. No problem. The judge has ordered an unexpected and lengthy lunch break following sidebar discussions with attorneys over something private. This would be the point of the trial where the defendant would likely testify if they are going to. So when we return at 12:30 to the court, will Carmelo Anthony be next defense witness? Let's see, because it's 1 o'clock right now. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa. All right. So let me go back to Mary Ann. If Carmelo get on that stand, we deserve a camera. I'm going to just be honest with you. All right. Mary Ann says, we were supposed to be back in the courtroom for the afternoon session in that Carmelo Anthony trial after a lunch break, but there has been a delay. We are not being told what's going on. The defense has called 6 witnesses since it had its turn to present its case. A Centennial High School coach, 4 students who were at the stadium the day of the stabbing, and a cop. So that's all that's happened so far. Here's the link. If y'all want to come up, y'all are invited to come up. But my thing is this, and I'm glad that this is playing out in court the way that it's playing out. These witnesses that's trying to defend Carmelo are being caught up in their lies. You didn't actually see what you say you saw because you didn't even actually see anything. You weren't even looking. You said Carmelo about to get his braids twisted into a ponytail. Oh, Lord Jesus. Rob, what's going on, baby?
You lied to me, but I tried. Didn't I tell them to relax?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I tell them wait till the defense presents their case? Like, the defense, oh, Lord Jesus. I told you, this is a delay because I'm putting up $2 bets. Carmelo going to have to come on that stand. Them witnesses not going to do it for him. And they don't have no experts because otherwise they would have led with the experts.
Facts.
They bring in children that have already been cross-examined by the prosecution that have tanked them. They're done. You sunk my battleship is what the defense attorney was saying in that sidebar today. Because the prosecution is on top of it. So now, the community are them little kids that's his friends. They sell out coons too. Because they tried to lie. And then the video had proven that they was lying. I just want to know real quick. Y'all be like, oh, don't believe all black women. So now we just don't believe all black people, period. How about don't believe people without evidence and proof?
Big facts.
Now a lot of y'all got egg on your face because at the end of the day, they were lying. They didn't see shit. That was the psyop. The psyop was the community running around putting 20 on 10 for some shit that just simply didn't happen.
Big facts. Omni, what up, though?
Yo, what's happening? Yo. Oh, man. And the thing, I was actually hearing some people out with their sensitivities and, you know what I'm saying, they fifis yesterday. That's so compelling when they in their fifis. But, man, I was saying the whole time, listen, I can't call it until the defense presents their side of the case. And everyone was like, yeah, but it should be free Carmelo. I ain't going to say it till the defense shows their case. We don't know what the defense has. And it turns out they ain't got shit. So
Listen. You said they was on their Ralph Trey Vans. I need a man with sensitivity.
Oh man. It's so crazy. Hey, like, and what I put in the chat is like the right thing is whatever the community says that they should have said. So absolutely. That whether it be true or not, because their Democrat trained mind, right? Whether it be true or not, they just gonna run with the narrative. Like Kamala Harris ran with the narrative that Joe Biden was A-OK until it was time for him to run again, and all of a sudden he has health problems and he's unfit to run. If he was unfit to run, he was unfit to sit in the seat of the president in the first place. That's neither here nor there in this case, but it's just an example and it's indicative of how the liberal mindset thinks. It's like, we got to go with the narrative, whether it's true or false, and whether it hurts us or helps us in the long run.
Let's reframe that. Joe Biden was A-OK until they was head up and they was going against each other. And she was like, I was that little black girl that you wouldn't bust through. Then all of a sudden he was a problem. Then he was a problem. Then he was good again, but she was crying because she couldn't get on the bus.
Nah, see, Raw, you're almost there. See, Joe Biden was the problem during the 94 crime bill, then wasn't the problem, then was the problem, and then wasn't the problem again.
Damn. My bad.
That's what it was?
He was a racist, but then he wasn't reformed. He was delivered.
Right. He was delivered by,
I'm delivered. I ain't gay no more.
I thought it was
I like
because they
women.
forgave him.
he had been delivered by the black genius, Obama himself.
I thought it was because they forgave him. That's what I was told. That the black
No, he
community
was a
forgave him.
racist for putting blacks in prison, and then he wasn't a racist because Obama deemed it so, and then he was a racist when Kamala was running, and then he wasn't a racist again when he decided to make her his running mate.
Facts.
You know,
You mean
hey,
to tell me?
Kamala,
Hold up. You mean to tell me that they were willing to forgive the individual that put forth the '94 crime bill, and of the party that fought to keep us enslaved, and the party of Jim Crow, but they're not willing to forgive the party that's responsible for the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment and emancipation?
Yes, sir.
How'd that work?
How does it?
because niggas is just gonna be niggas.
Niggas gonna nigga, bro.
From the prosecutor to the defense witness, why you always lying? Why you always? All right.
Niggas is gonna nigga, bro. I think.
Hey, by the way,
yo,
I just want to point out to you guys, all of you, and specifically you, Will, and Omni, that neither of you pushed back when Pastor tried saying that he called up and to get permission to go see that video. And none of you guys asked him, well, if you did it, because he said when you guys were having the debate, they were just letting the public go up and see the video. And he was right. If anybody from the public, if they signed a FOIA request, they could go up and see it privately at the police department. And Pastor sat on your panel last night and said he did it. And none of you guys pushed back and said, well, if he did it, can you verify whether or not the description of the video was true?
yeah.
I thought you was talking about the PDF file.
Because we knew he was lying.
That's why
We knew it was lying.
Right. Because this
Right.
is the thing. Had he gone to see the video, he would have known. The video that they allowed the public to see was very grainy. It was pixelated and it was a small window. It was from like a multi-screen setup. It wasn't the same video that the prosecution has showed. So when we was up here listening to the pastor, in our mind we was like this.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy, though, that all the witnesses, the defense have called, though, have all admitted that they didn't actually see anything.
Right.
We call what Pastor did having a conversation with Juicy Smoulier about a Subway sandwich.
Facts. And we all know Juicy ain't take his ass out there at no 5:30 in the morning to no damn Subway in the midst of a perma winter frost. Come on, dog.
I was on 80 at the time. Like I was literally like 20 miles south of Chicago. I'm like, wait, nigga, you went outside that time of night in that weather for a Subway sandwich?
Look, dude,
Shit. $5 foot long.
Look, bro.
Nigga, I ain't want to go outside to piss. Nigga, I pissed in a bottle. You know what's nigga. What the fuck around this?
Dude, that sounds like
if he was looking for a different kind of foot long, we would be more inclined to believe his story.
That's what he was looking for. I tried to tell you, that's what he was looking for.
Well, look, what's even crazier about that is it's unreasonable for me look, I'm white, and it's unreasonable to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning in sub-zero temperatures for a Subway foot long.
I don't know.
You expect me to?
You a Viking. You subject.
Nah, even I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
Now
that is crazy.
That's too white MAGA turned to Nigerians.
That's too much. That's too much gear to have to put on just for a sandwich that I can make in the kitchen.
Now stop it. You know you go outside in shorts and Crocs with socks, boy. Even when it's freezing, stop lying.
That's not how it works, man.
This past winter, if y'all remember, it was like sub-zero temperatures all through the Midwest and shit. I literally saw white boys in Minnesota in shorts and flip-flops outside. I'm over there like looking at these niggas. I'm like, yo, I'm scared to go outside because I'm afraid I'm gonna die. Nigga, it was minus 36 degrees. These niggas on shorts and flip-flops. I'm like, yo, I'm walking to the shipping office with a cover.
Look, I can't help if white people want to be retarded. I'm not doing that. Seriously,
Man.
and I don't know very many white people that are going out in sub-zero temperatures and flip-flops and shorts.
Man, I was looking at these motherfuckers like,
Hold up,
yo.
quick update. Hold up. Quick update.
Full time what's happening here. We are live outside the Collin County Courthouse. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in today.
Oh, no update. Don't worry about it. Let's continue.
From all that bullshit you saying. Stuff like
Prank caller.
Do our girl like that. Don't do our girl like that.
Nah, that was a prank caller. Prank caller.
She tried very hard to get in. Shout out to Queen Sheba.
She tried to get in.
Yeah, don't do her like that. I like Queen Sheba.
See, it would. I would have that. I would have that feeling if after I got off of her link yesterday and somebody came up there and said I was bootlicking and she said, "I know that's right. I would fuck with her, but fuck her."
Oh, that's what she said. Oh, all right. Never mind.
Fuck her.
Sorry, boobs. Gotta ride out with my husband. Roll out.
No. Because I mean, at the end of John says he's going down, not going to get away with murder in Texas. Facts.
He better not drop the soap.
Hey, I read in the chat somebody said that he's gonna get his hair braided into a ponytail.
Yeah, that was diabolical.
That was me. That was me.
Hey, them knee pads is about to be crucial.
Bro, he's about to find out what that Hucklebuck's all about firsthand.
Y'all asses.
You about to find out what the Hunger Games really mean.
We got an announcement.
Our message for those supporting Carmelo Anthony is simple. Do not allow yourself to be baited in. Do not allow yourself to be pulled into a confrontation that only serves the interests who want you to turn this trial into a circus. Remain disciplined. Remain peaceful. Remain focused. This is what revolutionary peace requires. The world is watching this case. The nation is watching this case. How we conduct ourselves matters. We have seen the extremist rhetoric, hateful comments, individuals who have attempted to disrespect the legal process. We have seen behavior that has raised concerns among supporters and community in law enforcement agencies. There is no such place. There is no such place for this type of behavior. We even have saw the white nationalist Jake Lane come out here and say insinuatory threats to the life of Carmelo Anthony, to hang from a tree, and even to allude that Carmelo Anthony should be shot in the head. Our organization asked that the Collin County District Attorney's Office, as well as the Sheriff Department and the McKinney Police Department, open up a criminal investigation to those terroristic threats. There is no place for racism, bigotry, and white supremacy ideology in public discourse.
Time out. Wasn't there a nigga out there saying that we kill crackers?
Yeah, I was just about to say, so black supremacy, prejudice, racism, and bigotry is allowed?
Right. Because I heard some guy say he likes the smell of white people burning wrapped in flags and blankets and shit.
Yeah,
I swear, back in the day, I was locked up with this nigga, man. He tried to sell me socks for 20 soups.
I mean, isn't there one dude who even said he liked the smell of burning flesh?
No, for real. I was locked up with it. Never mind.
He did. He did. You know what? Let it go. Let it go. 3 minutes.
I mean,
but he did say that. He said that.
Yeah, it's a possibility because he does have a very lengthy arrest record.
Wait a minute. Is that a lady?
Get the fuck.
No, that's him. That's Dominique Alexander.
No, that's a girl.
That's somebody that had their braids twisted into a ponytail.
Look, he got 2 pearl earrings on it. He got a silk press. That's a girl.
Yeah, I knew I was locked up with this nigga. I knew it. I knew it. He looked familiar. I was like, wait, this nigga tried to sell me socks for 20 soups. I talked him down to 10.
See, you ain't
He
shit.
said socks for 26.
I just needed one sock, nigga. That's all I need. I was like, yo, give me 20 for that one sock.
All
bro.
you needed was one sock.
All I needed one
brother.
sock. Nigga.
That's terrible. That is terrible work. Yeah, he has a very lengthy arrest record. Home invasion, kidnapping, a whole bunch of things. That man was diabolical. He was just something else. DT, what's going on, G?
DC.
No,
DT.
DT.
Oh.
Don, what's up, man?
Hey,
Can
what's
you hear
up,
me?
fam? Shout out to everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat. Y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. You got a little
Barely.
bit
You
of
got a frog. You
Can
got a
y'all?
little frog, but you good.
Yeah.
We can tell you're on your Bluetooth.
Nah, yeah, man. I'm on my grind, man. I'm driving. I'm on the Texas state line right now, heading into Texas from Louisiana. Yeah, man. I think a lot of people forgetting the core of this thing is a young man lost his life, and another young man's gonna lose some time out of his life. And that's the real tragedy of it. It don't matter about color, really. I mean, you know, you could say it is, but you know, at the end of it all, two lives are changed forever. One for sure forever, but you know, but I mean, everybody gonna have to try to make some kind of something out of it for their own agenda, like you saying. All the chat folk, all the folks with the shows, and all the folks trying to do the most with this. And when that really ain't what it's all about, but you know, you just keep pushing the truth, man. I support that shit, bro. That shit is real.
I
You know, a lot of
appreciate
people won't face the truth and just say what it is for what it is. But if it was their kid and they was having to deal with this, having to go through a funeral, a burial, a trial, and everything else, they might feel a little bit different. But you know, they got to toe the line because that's what's ingrained in them, and they don't want to face the truth and just say, man, this shit was wrong regardless. You know, everybody that was on the panel yesterday, even though I couldn't hang tight because my Discord, my StreamYard was acting up. But I just want to get that in there, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro, because, you know, education is the key and the truth is the way, bro. That's it. I mean, you know, now that we see in court transcripts and we see in the real, and everybody, you know, wanted to say that everybody on the prosecution side, you know, now that we see this,
Damn it.
Your
sound is breaking up
My
real bad, G. Yeah, but I appreciate
What
you
he
for
said,
that.
everything he said, it did some more.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was amazing how even Poppy Blanco in the chat was saying that, you know, it was inconsistencies between witness number 3 and I think said number 5, and Edith Man was saying that they was lying. I find it funny that they came back today and a lot of the witnesses that the defense called up, the prosecution said, hey, yo, we got a video. You said you saw this thing happen. Come to find out on the video, you didn't even see shit happen. You didn't see nothing. So why are you testifying? Oh, we just want to do the right thing. So doing the right thing is lying to try to get Carmelo off. That's the right thing. Why? Because he's black.
I don't understand why people want to free somebody who killed another person. Why do you want to free a killer? I ain't even going to say murder. I'm not even going to say murderer. Why do you want to free a killer? Because he did kill somebody. He admitted he had killed somebody. That you cannot take away. He admitted out his own mouth he killed somebody. Why free a killer?
He said I did it.
Absolutely.
Once you do it the first time, it's easier after that.
He
That's
said
what
I
every
love
serial
you.
killer
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, bro. You the only one talking about this right now because I look through my streams. I look through my feed. And you the only one really talking about this right now. So, you know, everybody got quiet all of a sudden when some shit changes in this. You know, they was loud yesterday, but I bet they don't be loud today.
They need time to come up with, you know what I'm saying, why the defense was wrong and why the prosecution is wrong and why the whole thing is racist.
Bro, they're going to double down on their bullshit. Yeah, they're just going to double down. They're going to be like, see, the judge was racist for allowing the defense to call that witness up there.
See, when you're telling the truth, you don't need the time to make up a story. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and if you think,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Will, go ahead.
No, it's just that simple. You only need time to make up a lie. You don't need time to tell the truth because the truth don't need no defense.
Well, what's wild about it, the part about all this to me is everybody saying in the beginning, like I said, that, well, that are defending Carmelo, let's wait until the evidence and witness testimony comes out. And every one of us that were seeing it for what it was kept telling everyone that ain't going to matter because you guys are going to change your minds when it comes out that he wasn't doing it in self-defense. And what do you see happening right now? Everybody's sitting and saying everybody's a liar, everybody's being coached, everybody's being influenced on what to say. Nobody's telling the truth unless it's something that they can try, like the smallest, most minute thing they can try and hold on to try and discredit anybody, discredit Anthony. It's the wildest tap dance I've ever seen in my life.
It is. I want to point to this comment right here because the people that the defense called, that's the people that the witnesses that the defense called to say they saw the stabbing. He says this was not a replay of the actual stabbing, but another camera focused on the field showing that witnesses not looking in that direction until after the stabbing. So these witnesses that the defense is calling, it's not looking. Can I be honest with y'all? It's not looking good for Carmelo. And I'm gonna just tell you this why. As a defense attorney, if these are people who you're supposed to be calling to help my case out, my self-defense case out, you should be calling people who can speak on my behalf, witnesses who can say, yeah, I saw what happened. But the problem is you have the prosecution that's going to step up and say, hey, yo, we got a video. You wasn't even looking that direction. How you say you looking at West 28th Street and when we played the video, you was looking at East. How you saw what happened on West? You don't know what happened in the stands. You can't say, oh, one person said, oh, I saw him surrounded. Well, they played the video. Did you actually see him surrounded? No, I didn't. So why you say that? This is what accountability needs. This is what accountability looks like and the standard that it needs to be. If you go, what's that thing that Brittany B say? Don't say nothing you can't repeat. Period.
Just man, I'll be back.
Go ahead, baby. Yeah, don't say nothing you can't repeat.
You know what they say though, when you trying to defend the indefensible, the number one rule to defending the indefensible is to lie. That's the only tool you got.
Absolutely.
That's the only tool you got. When you're trying to defend those that you shouldn't be defending or couldn't be defending or should not defend, it takes a lie, bro, because you ain't got nothing else to lay on. And once that lie gets exposed, now what? Now everybody quiet. Now everybody not saying shit. Now everybody say they doing too much. They doing too much. These are just kids. This, that, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. But it's all the same bullshit.
Absolutely.
Well, what's killing me the most about this is all of the people that are blatantly making up fictitious stories. Blatantly. Like literally just telling lies. You know, like the guy that you showed earlier, so that pedophile that was on national TV talking about how he saw the video and gave a completely, an entirely different story than everyone else that was actually on the stands. And unfortunately, the community is going to believe his story over the witness's story.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a pedophile who, this is a pedophile who claimed to have been a school workers of some sort, worked at the school, and saw the video.
He ain't see shit.
And he didn't.
He ain't even supposed to be. He ain't even supposed to be in the school. According to his paperwork, he's a pedophile. And to take the word of a person like that, you got to be real hungry for some fucking help when you take the word of a person like that. And then you put it on mainstream, and now everybody that mainstream this cat's looking real stupid, including the media that covered this shit. It's all bullshit, man.
Absolutely. Looking mad suspect to me, boy.
Well, see, they didn't, to be fair, right? Those individuals didn't know of his, likely didn't know of his
And
status.
if he was on school grounds and he violated that, his ass ought to have them silver bracelets behind his back right now.
But this is the thing, right? Those people likely didn't know of his status. But it's bad enough that you're willing to believe anybody that has a story that you want that you already want to believe. It's your bias. So your internal bias, something you heard a story that resonated with your pre-existing biases, and so you just decided to believe that individual because he had a story that sounded good to you.
Well,
And
it's
That's
called
the
lazy
problem.
journalism. That's what it's called. Lazy journalism, lazy reporting. You're
Real
gonna take a.
If I could, real quick, I want to point out to Poppy Blanco's comment. He said, y'all back on someone who is not part of the trial. Y'all lame and whatever that. The reason why I brought that up is because there are people that are basing their decision in the community and their narrative on whether or not these witnesses are being credible on that man's interview that he gave on live television. And thinking that that is actually more credible than the witness testimony. That is an issue. That's why it's being brought up, because there's people like yourself, sir, and I'm not saying you particularly, but I'll say people on your side, I guess, that are trying to use that as a way to try and justify and say that the witnesses are liars.
Really quick, Primer Ray says all black people are innocent by default due to lack of reparations. I would argue you on that.
That's just gay.
I don't understand. I don't understand that comment.
Bro, are you fucking serious? Come on, y'all. Oh my god.
I'm trying my best to understand that comment, brother. What do you mean we're innocent due to lack of reparations? Huh? What? What? You said we covering shit that goes along with your bias. Poppy Blanco, come on, brother. Don't do that. Poppy Blanco, come on, brother. It's right there in the live update. I'm not covering this from a one bias perspective. I'm looking at the fact that when it came down to it, the defense called witnesses that literally got found to be lying on the stand. This is not a one-sided bias, brother. What do you mean?
Out of their own mouths, they literally sat and told the defense that they saw things, and then when the prosecution came up and the prosecution asked, when you saw the video and realized you didn't see what you saw, did you see what you saw? And they all said they didn't see what they thought they saw. All of them out of their own mouths admitted that they didn't see what they said they saw.
On cross-examination, prosecutor confronted the witness over how his testimony did not line up with the prior statements made to the police and the prosecution. You had a few things wrong when we talk. Is that right? Yes. Your initial statement to the police that you saw Carmelo Anthony surrounded had to be after the stabbing. Yes. You had a story in your head when we visited, correct? Yes. And when you saw the video, your eyes were open to what actually happened. Is that right? Yes. My impression when we first met, you thought when you saw people surrounding Carmelo Anthony, it was before the stabbing. Yes, that was actually after the stabbing. Well, I couldn't really tell. When you and I met, you told me you thought it was before the stabbing. I thought it was as the stabbing was happening. He says, "You know you're wrong." He says, "Yes, sir." So then the prosecutor played the video from the stadium that showed the witness wasn't even looking. How you going? That's not bias, brother. Come on, man. Poppy, as much as me and you like to go back and forth about court shit, just like you, what was that question that you asked me yesterday? Can people be coached to lie? Ain't that what you asked me yesterday, Poppy Blanco? I'm calling Poppy Blanco is being called to the witness stand, y'all. Nope, he is being called to the witness stand. Click this link. You being called to the witness stand, brother. You asked me yesterday, can people be coached to lie? And I said, yes. And you said, that lets me know you're full of shit. No, that ain't true. People can be coached to lie. Just like y'all said that the damn the witnesses that the prosecutors called, that they was being coached to lie. Well, guess what? The prosecution just caught the witness. And here's the crazy part. I want to point this out too, right? This ain't no smoke for Poppy Blanco, but I'm just pointing it out. The fact of the matter is that all of the witnesses that the prosecutors called up, none of the defense poked holes in none of their stories to make it seem like they were lying. Versus today,
that should have been the first move, honestly.
That should have been the first move that the damn defense should have been focused on. Versus today, that the defense is calling people to the stand, and the prosecutor's like, "Hey, bro, you know what you said. You know you lied about that, right? And we got the proof, because what you said in your initial statement and what you're saying today don't match up with what's on camera. You said you saw this man get surrounded. You said that you saw the stabbing. You said that you saw this. Okay, cool. So let's play this video. There you go. Thank you, Poppy. But he says we all biased. It's not a big deal. I admit I'm biased because I'm human. That's a natural human behavior. Everyone has a bias. I just don't have a prejudice. I don't have a prejudice. I don't want to see Carmelo walk because he's black. I want to see Carmelo walk if he's innocent, if he can prove his self-defense case. I don't never want to see no one go into jail that does not belong in the jail. Can we all agree on that on the panel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you actually can if you can prove your self-defense case, I can accept the verdict. But if you're not even defending yourself, shit.
Look, so even as a parent, if this was my son, I can understand the parents wanting to get the lowest sentence humanly possible for their child, because I would probably fight for the same thing to get as much leniency as possible from the judge. But for the rest of the community, people that aren't even involved in this, to actually be sitting and looking at this and saying that he should be let free because he's a black man and come up with all these outrageous and extravagant excuses that don't make sense as to why is wild to me.
Absolutely. And the sad part is that you got people out here that's producing all of this bullshit ass narrative and content talking about some just because black men don't want to absolve Carmelo just because he's black. Man, get the fuck out of here. And that's to anybody. That's not to just Poppy. That's to anybody. Please don't try to come tell me how wrong or how biased I am if you're not going over there in them niggas chats when they talking shit about me. And
I was going to say, like somebody said in yesterday's stream that I watched, nobody says anything about anybody cutting black men down when it's talking about how shitty black men are to black women.
Come on now.
I mean, nobody says anything or pushes back. Nobody has a problem, it seems like, with cutting black men down when they talk about how they're absent fathers and this, that, and the other. I mean, so why now all of a sudden is it tearing the black community down? Because people are actually seeing the facts for what they are. That is a level of crazy I don't understand.
Nick says, thank you. They're making up stories and jumping through hoops to defend the indefendable. Facts. The sad part is that this is what happens all the damn time. No matter what conversation, whether it's about DMP, marriage, baby mama, baby daddy, drama, all this, that, and the other, this is what happens all the time.
See, I respect that black woman who at least said the truth. She said the reason why I'm rooting for Carmelo Anthony is because he's a black man.
Well, she half-assed told the truth. She said, "I'm a stand for mines because they stand for theirs." And the thing is in majority, white people don't sit and stand in solidarity for anybody that goes out and just mercilessly kills people. We don't. We don't sit and say that they were, innocent or defending themselves. I mean, if anything, white people are super critical of that kind of shit. Go to jail. We're snitches. That's what we do. We snitch people out.
AKA neighborhood watch.
Well, if your narrative and your commentary fit if your narrative and commentary goes along with Carmelo is innocent just because he's black, then you're full of shit. If your narrative and your commentary is based along that he's overcharged, I can understand that. If your narrative and your commentary is that he should get away with this because with respect to primary rage, black people are innocent automatically because we got a lack of reparations, that's bullshit. If your narrative is that black people are tearing down the black community because they want this black man, this young black man, to be held accountable, that's bullshit. Because these niggas went and for fucking months and nailed a nigga to a cross. because he possibly was getting some outside pussy. Well, all of these niggas preach about outside. Man, don't get me started. Please
Well,
don't get me started.
So you want to know one question that nobody on his side has been able to answer yet to me and give me a real answer for? They keep saying the initial argument and the main argument that everybody keeps pushing is Austin should have went and got a teacher or coach or somebody on the faculty and got them involved rather than engaging. Well, I say if that's your argument, then Carmelo Anthony had just as much onus when they approached him and said something to him to go and get an official or someone from the faculty to deal with the problem that he thought he was having rather than pull a knife out on him. That whole argument goes both ways. Either one of them children could have went and got an adult and taken care of the problem.
Big facts. But the problem is that when you don't want to be seen as a traitor to the black community, you would defend Carmelo just because he's black. And if you don't want to be seen as a racist, you would defend Carmelo because he's black. What's up, baby?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Oh, yeah, I just came up here to say people just don't want to be wrong. Like, let's just call it a thing what the fuck it is. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to curse. Let's just call it what it is. People don't want to be wrong. Ultimately, a lot of people have a lot of conjecture based off of these phenomenal narratives that have been spun, yet no one has seen the video for real, for real. So you could say anything you want to say when you're not accountable because you didn't see anything. But what we're clearly seeing is one side of this case has their stuff together. That's the prosecution, right? They've actually gone over the videos from all angles to see where people were looking, where people were positioned. If you're going to say that you saw this, were you actually even looking in the angle down to the millisecond of the timestamps, if you could possibly have seen it or not seen it? They're doing their job. What I need black people to do is hell for a few ticks. Why don't you be mad at the defense? Y'all gave this boy $1 million, and this is the best defense that he could have.
Preach. Where's Johnny Cochran at?
What are we talking about? What are we talking about for real? You're gonna sit there and tell people that are law-abiding citizens that have some understanding of the law that they don't know what they're talking about, because most of you criminals, let's just call it what it is. Because most of the people supporting this and defending this, as we see, this is not conjecture. From public records are, in fact, criminals. They just want to see him get off because they didn't get off. Like, that's just what it is. Because you did some time, you want to see somebody else not do some time. But the way the evidence is set up is what the issue is. And the fact that y'all will willfully ignore evidence and just make things up to make yourself feel better and justify someone losing their life in a heinous manner is sick. It's sick. I do not want to be a part of this community if that is the standard. I just came up here to say that real quick. I'm gone.
Appreciate it.
Freak, sister.
Bobby Blanco says, if Carmelo Anthony's lawyer would bring, if I'm Carmelo Anthony's lawyer, I would bring a doctor to the stands and explain the fact Carmelo suffers from epilepsy, which unprovoked seizures. That would help his defense. No, it wouldn't. Not in my opinion.
It really wouldn't.
In my opinion, it wouldn't. What would that prove?
Unless he was having some sort of epileptic episode and shook himself into
he shook the knife into his chest, and he seized out and his arm just jerked and stabbed him.
Y'all ain't shit. I'm trying not to laugh. Don't do that, please.
Just Michael J. Fox, the blade, and
stop. Please stop. I'm trying not to laugh. Don't do that. I'm trying not to laugh at that. Oh my God, I'm imagining it. Y'all ain't shit.
Something's happening to me.
I hate you.
I mean, Raw ain't lying though, man. The leaps and bounds people are willing to go to just not admit that they were wrong about something and that this kid should actually get punished for what he did.
I can't get the fucking image out of my head when nigga just black just stabbed him.
Hey, imagine him doing that with his fucking braids twisted in a ponytail.
Because here's the problem. You mean to tell me he had a 0.25 second seizure and he was able to run afterwards and cry and talk legibly?
Yeah.
This is why I said it doesn't make any sense to bring up the fact that he has seizures. Because nowhere was he incoherent about anything. The only way that we hear his side of the story fully, completely, which is why I believe that they have such a long ass lunch break, is because they probably about to put Carmelo on the stand, which would be a bad idea right now.
Dude, either whether they put, dude, honestly, I think that they're not going to get any more. They're not gaining any ground whether they put him on or don't put him on. I think it's bad either way for him.
Well, I think the community just wants to have a OJ Simpson moment.
Yeah,
that's just what it. I think they just want to have that OJ Simpson moment of this era. They just want to, you know what I'm saying, have someone black that did do something and get off.
Hey, you know what, Omni? The community came out in numbers, and they tried to give that man the money to get an OJ lawyer. It's just his parents decided to go out and buy a house and a new car and rims and Xboxes and shit with it rather than get an attorney.
You're lying.
You're lying, sir. They did not use the money for that. They did not use the money for that, sir.
Did they use the money for that?
You have to stop.
I thought they upgraded the household. You know, I thought they. Oh my God!
Look, running down says my son has seizures. He's off for like 15 minutes. I mean, hey, Carmelo, he must have a different type of seizure because he seized right when Austin pushed him, and then he stopped seizing after he stabbed him.
Dude, he got that compound V seizure serum shit.
I hate you motherfuckers. I literally do. Especially Snowman. You get on my fucking
You ain't shit, Snowman. You ain't shit.
Poppy
you
says
ain't shit, never gonna be.
Poppy says epilepsy is provoked by being in stressful situations, and he would be in a vulnerable situation to defend himself, which it would explain the knife. So people
while he's swallowing his tongue? Wait a second. Like, come on.
You said our jokes is lame. Your excuses is lame, brother.
Like, for real, like the lengths
free a killer
that you're going to, Blanco, and I rock with you, Blanco, but the lengths that you're going to try to get this kid out of any culpability is, I mean, hey, I don't think MJ at the end of Space Jam was reaching as much. Like, I don't think.
Damn.
Like, yo,
don't hire Blanco as a defense attorney. Hey, his hair wasn't braided that day, so he was suffering from stress. He went to his hair appointment and got canceled, so he just went out and stabbed the nigga. Y'all just don't understand how tough it is. Y'all don't get. Y'all just don't understand. It's stressful for a man not to be able to have his hair braided. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, man. Come on, man. Y'all have to do better. Y'all have to do better. I swear y'all have to do better. They're supposed to come back at 145. Hold on, let me check. Because it is like
this is crazy.
251. Let's see.
Dude, I'm telling you, they are not putting that kid on stand. I'll be shocked if they do. I really will.
If they do, the prosecution of all the witness, he could go hard on Carmelo.
Bruh. Unique says, all this to defend someone who stabbed a kid because he was offended. Let's talk about it. So, you know, a lot of people do a lot of crazy things just because their feelings get hurt. They trying to set the precedence that if you hurt my feelings or if you offend me, I can stab you. That's what they're trying to do.
Raw wants me. Raw, I bet you $10 that he don't go on stand.
You want to bet $10?
You take that bet? $10. $10.
I got a side bet for 20.
Hold on, wait. Let me make sure I got this right. So
I'm just trying to do a gentleman's bet with the lady. I'm not trying. She asked, so I'll bet her $10.
Okay, we take that out. So $10 that Carmelo does not end up on the stand. That's what you betting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll bet you 20 he does not go on the stand.
That's what I just said, that he's not going on the stand.
No, I'm betting raw. I'm betting 20 that he does not go on the stand. Hey, Ghost, what's going on?
Betting 10, he's going on the stand. 10.
You betting 10 he going on the stand?
10, he going on the stand.
Omni, you getting down on this?
Yeah, I'm down with it. I got 20 on it that he's not going to go on the stand.
Oh man, y'all about to be paying me real good. Let's go. It says people who have epilepsy know when they're about to have an episode, so getting up to stab someone wasn't going to happen. Facts, because you know what happens? You lose bodily control and function when you have an epileptic seizure. You are literally going down. You're hitting the floor. You can swallow your tongue. You're foaming at the mouth. He wasn't foaming at the mouth. He didn't swallow his tongue. He ran.
You can tell a lot of these people have never seen anyone have a seizure.
Bruh, my very first time witnessing someone have a seizure, I was outside smoking a cigarette when I was working at the Detroit Rescue Mission. And this guy come walking up the street and he's like lopsided than the motherfucker. He wobbling. I'm just like, hey, brother, you all right? I'm like, brother, you good? That motherfucker look up at me. Then his eyes roll to the back of his head. So he started falling and I went to catch him. And this motherfucker just started twitching. Like he was like, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was on some shit. So this lady, she was in her apartment because the apartments across the street from Detroit Rescue Mission was right there on 3rd Street. You can literally see everything right there. Uda says he's not getting on the stand, so whoever said he is just lost money, the prosecution will cook him. Facts. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and send that money raw.
Yeah, you can hit my cash app.
3-man and raw, hit my cash app. Thank you. It'd be greatly appreciated. And 3-man.
Hold on, the defense rest?
Mine as well.
No. Uda says that he's not getting on the stand. So whoever said he is just lost money, the prosecution will cook him. Listen, I've seen one incident, and that's only because I was there for the whole entire live stream, where the defense put the damn client or put the accused person on the stand, and that was Kyle Rittenhouse. And I hate to say it, but Kyle Rittenhouse won that case because of the fact that he went up on the stand.
Yep, that's fact. His personal testimony is what actually won that. I agree.
She says, "Now I like Uda, but you know, well, I need you to pay up." Fucking crazy. Remember OJ? No way he's going to get what he deserves. Just watch. We'll see. Historically, a person who has been charged of murder don't get on the stand because it gives a chance to the prosecution to doom him. That's a fact. But when Kyle Rittenhouse ended up on the stand, it was bad for the prosecution.
Well, can we also say that historically, a person who's charged with murder, 99% out of 100 is actually the one who did the murder and doesn't want to go up and get caught up in their lies. So that would stand to reason.
Well, absolutely.
An honest person, a person that's being honest, isn't going to have no problem defending themselves.
Absolutely. But see, it was a few points in that trial, in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. And I hate to switch gears and switch trials right here for a second. But there was a moment in that trial that I knew that Kyle Rittenhouse won that trial. It was this part right here.
For the first time, hearing from the man who was shot by Kyle Rittenhouse and survived. Gage Grosskreutz testifying about when he initially came upon Rittenhouse armed with a semi-automatic rifle.
I thought that the defendant was an active shooter.
Thinking Rittenhouse had shot people, Grosskreutz started following him that night as the teenager appeared to be running away. Prosecutors playing a live stream video Grosskreutz recorded. You can hear Grosskreutz asking Rittenhouse questions.
Hey, what are you doing? Who shot?
Rittenhouse, prosecutors say, had already shot and killed Joseph Rosenbaum when Grosskreutz says he witnessed him shoot Anthony Huber, who also died. Armed with his own Glock pistol, Grosskreutz testified he pointed his weapon in Rittenhouse's direction.
What was going through your mind? That I was going to die?
Rittenhouse shot Grosskreutz in the arm. Grosskreutz testified he never intended to shoot Rittenhouse, but the defense arguing Rittenhouse only fired in self-defense.
It wasn't until you pointed your gun at him that he fired, right?
Correct.
Now, the reason that was so important is because Kyle Rittenhouse only shot at people who assaulted him or shot at people who he feel he was in fear for his life.
Who actually posed a threat to him. That's what it is, that actually posed an active physical threat to him.
Right. So when that guy, Gage Grosskreutz, ran up on Kyle Rittenhouse, he didn't have his gun pointed at him. But then Kyle saw the gun. And the guy went from, I don't know on camera right now, but just imagine having your arms up in the air, but in your left hand, I believe it was, he had his gun. And he saw the gun. So Kyle had his gun pointed at him because he's like, hey, bro, you got a gun. What the fuck you doing? And so he went to point the gun at Kyle. Kyle shot one time and shot him in the arm, blew his whole fucking muscle off. That's self-defense.
Hip fire on his, wasn't it hip fire on his back?
No, he
obliterated his fucking arm.
No, he looked down the scope. He looked like
no. What a 3-man podcast is saying is Rittenhouse was actually laying on his back and he was firing from a very awkward angle when he hit him to begin with. And on top of it, if you think about it, he actually shot at the arm that was holding the gun.
Fucking great shot too.
He wasn't on his back. He was on his ass. He was sitting on his ass.
Well, kind of teetering back and forth.
No, there you go.
New drone footage and a medical examiner's explanation may have enhanced the case against Kyle Rittenhouse in his homicide trial, according to
So
U.S.
that's the first guy. That's the pedophile that was chasing after Kyle. Earlier in the night, he said he was going to take his gun. He was going to kill him. So then later in the night, after they was out there trashing the damn gas station, the guy was chasing
today,
Kyle.
with the drone footage suggesting that although Joseph Rosenbaum
Now, what happened was, and this is the argument that was being made in court, because the guy tried to snatch Kyle's gun from him. So Kyle shot him. Now I'm asking y'all, if I say to you, I'm gonna take your gun, I'm gonna kill you, and then later on in the night, I'm trying to grab your gun from you, is you shooting?
Absolutely. You don't even have to tell me you're trying to take my gun from me and you're going to kill me with it. I'm going to shoot you if you try and take my gun.
Period. Let me see if there's an update. No update. So then that was that one. Now this is the one right here.
he reached a horizontal position. CNN reports.
This guy right here, this is the second guy he shot. This guy hit Kyle with a skateboard as he was laying on the ground.
Oh yeah, this is the one where he shot him from an awkward position on his back.
That's the one, right? So Kyle was being chased by this mob, and they tripped him up. And when he fell, that's when the guy with the skateboard hit him across the head with the skateboard. So then he was trying to take Kyle's gun because they was like, "Oh, we should kill him. We should kill him." That's what the mob was saying. Now you're a 17-year-old boy with an AR-15, and a mob is chasing you, and they talking about taking your gun and killing you. What you doing? I'm shooting everybody.
Reports Rittenhouse also shot at 3 people who confronted him in the aftermath of that shooting on the night of August 25, 2020, during chaotic protests following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. He fired 2 shots at one unidentified person and killed Anthony Huber with another shot after Huber had hit him with a skateboard.
Yep.
And finally, he shot.
And then lastly, like I said, he was sitting up on his ass, and the guy, Gage Grist, was walking out. He was walking up on him with a gun in his hand.
Off most of Gage Grosskreuz's right biceps after Grosskreutz had briefly.
There you go. And they did that correctly. He did not point that gun at him until after. Now, I'm not going to show the real video because you guys see somebody get shot in blood and shit. But
right biceps after Grosskreutz had.
After he started pointing that gun at him, that's when he brought that gun up and he shot him in the arm. Self-defense all day.
Yep.
All great shots too, boy.
And look, the people trying to compare this, the Carmelo Anthony, whatever the ruling might be, to this crap. I mean, it's actually stupid. I don't know how you're making a leap to even compare the 2 cases. I really don't.
Well, that's because they say Kyle Rittenhouse was a racist, and anybody who defends him, he's a racist. But
how's he a racist when all he killed was white people?
Well, my thing is, if that was your kid and your kid was being chased by an angry mob, and the only way they had to defend themselves was with an AR-15, would you want your kid to defend themselves?
Well, I'm just still trying to figure out how a racist only shoots his own race.
Listen, because when you have to drum up a narrative, you need people to believe it. That's what you do.
Because just like in this case today, people are willing to believe whatever they're told. They don't actually do their due diligence behind who's telling them or the actual facts of the matter. So the problem that we're faced with is that someone tells something, my implicit bias, my pre-existing bias, it resonates with, and so I believe it immediately without actually having to do any due diligence. That's the problem that we're faced with today.
Facts.
It is.
Any
hard to
updates
see
on the
with
Carmelo
whatever's
Anthony?
blocking.
I can give a shit. I could give a
Wait
shit
for a
less
second.
about Rittenhouse.
Okay, that's Mr. Huber, right?
I want
That
my
is correct.
$10.
Whoa. There's an update. Hold up. Court was rescheduled to resume at 12:30 in the Carmelo Anthony murder trial. It's almost 2 p.m. and we are still waiting to go back into the courtroom with no explanation from the judge or attorneys who are inside. Lots of speculation from the court watchers that I won't go into, but as soon as we are allowed back inside, I will let everyone know what's behind this delay. So that's the most recent update that we have. That's it for right now. I'm pretty sure there's people out there creating content. As a matter of fact, let me go look, see if people out there are talking about. I was just inside the courtroom. Let me see. Nope, no one's putting up anything. I know to where to go look. I'll give y'all some watch while I go look.
Shout out to upstate New York with the fine white women. Shout out to y'all.
Now, this person here that's just coming into the frame, that's you.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. And you are running, correct?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Now, you had originally said that you wanted, you were going to tell Mr. Huber to stop shooting him, but now you understand that you didn't say anything. You were just running, whatever word you want. You're moving towards Mr. Rittenhouse, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
You know what? That's an interesting question or thought. What Wolfpack said. Do you think maybe what's taking so long with them coming back is maybe they're trying to come to a plea deal?
Yes, absolutely. Either a plea deal or they're trying to argue whether or not it's okay to call Hunter to the stand. If anything, call Hunter to the stand.
Do you think maybe they're trying to negotiate, length of time? That way the jury doesn't have to make that decision.
What do you mean?
Like, they know that if they're trying to get a plea deal, then obviously the defense knows that their defense is pretty much cooked. At this point, what they're going to be trying to do is try and get the amount of time that Carmelo Anthony has to do to be as little as humanly possible. So would they rather have Carmelo agree to do, say 25, 30 years, or take the chance of the actual jury deciding to sentence him for 99 years? Because the jury's going to decide that too, aren't they? The length of time?
I don't know. I think so. I could be wrong though. Really quick about the Hunter thing. I know it wouldn't be a good idea for the defense to call Hunter. I think that the prosecution wants the defense to call Hunter, but even so, they could be deliberate about what they can go into and what they can't go into. Because the problem is, if you call Hunter to the stand right now, they're going to play those newscasting videos. Though when he made those statements, they're going to play that, and they're going to want to poke holes about that. So, because you remember
that will be.
Go ahead.
Bad. That will be crazy for the defense to do that. The grieving brother whose brother that died in his arms, that would be fucking crazy for the defense to do that. The only way I will see them doing next is calling Carmelo Anthony on the stand to try and humanize him a little bit more.
So I asked Grok, and Grok said yes. In Carmelo Anthony's case, the jury will decide the sentence if he is convicted.
Perfect. Then I'm can only assume that they're going to give his ass either. He's not getting less than 20. I can tell you that much. That I'll put a bet on.
Dude, I'd be almost willing. Look, I'm going to throw it out there. You might think this is crazy, but I don't think that jury's going to give him any less than 40.
Less than 40?
Yeah, they're going to take half his life from him.
I mean, they might take all his life. They can't.
No, I think if the most lenient that jury is going to be is that that they'll let him have half his life back when he turns around 60 years old.
Okay, so has there been a case like this where
I don't. To me, it doesn't matter if there's been a case or whatever. I'm just going sheerly off of what's been provided. That's what I think. I think if the jury's left to make the decision, the minimum he's going to get from the jury is 40 years. That's my thoughts. I could be wrong, not saying I'm right,
Mhm.
but that's what I think.
But at least you're up here saying whatever it is that you need to say. Because I find it funny when people thought they had all the gas, though they was up here. They was up here every day just talking the ish that they was talking. Now that there is irrefutable proof that in fact the witnesses have been lying, now everybody's just gang banging on the keyboards. I don't understand.
Right. Look at Edie Man talking about y'all just talking. Hey, Edie Man, I find it funny you didn't talk about the fact that the prosecution pointed out the fact that the witnesses that the defense called was caught in a blatant lie that they actually didn't see shit and nobody can prove that he was surrounded or being jumped. But y'all got it. Y'all got it. Really quick, Wolfpack in the chat says that white dude should have minded his own business. Carmelo should have walked away. That lets me know that you're black. It's a fucked up situation all around. Nah, it's not a fucked up. Well, it is a fucked up situation all around because Austin lost his life. Austin lost his life, and Carmelo made a dumbass decision to be a nigga. So you're absolutely right. It is a fucked up situation all the way around. You said what? When did that happen? Today? Yes, sir. That happened today. Absolutely, happened today. Is it true that Carmelo has epilepsy, or is that a rumor? Sale? It could be true. I don't know if it's true or not. I know one thing. I know it is true. I know that there's a young man by the name of Austin Metcalf that's dead, and I know that there's a young man by the name of Carmelo Anthony that's walking around, and I know that there's a community of people that's saying that if you don't agree that he's not innocent, you ain't black and you're a racist. That's what I do know. You said, did I go over today? Yes, I did. Sure did. We've been up here for 2 hours. Absolutely. Says epilepsy doesn't cover murder. It sure doesn't. If Carmelo is found guilty, the fact that he is clean, no record, good student, Carmelo will get 12 to 15. He will be out in 11 to 12 years. I don't know about that. I still say he get no less than 20. You said you'll go back and watch it. You don't need to go back and watch it. We just do it live right here. Since ain't nothing going on right now because we're waiting on them to come back from this long ass lunch break. Let's just start here.
Do it again.
We gotta start today at 9:00. 9:15 a.m. Another student witness leads off testimony. Jury returned to the courtroom. Defense's first witness of the day, a 17-year-old student. Frisco ISD Centennial High School, who was a teammate of Carmelo Anthony on football and track teams. At 9:44 a.m., witness Centennial track team did not have a tent. So the witness testified that Centennial track team was hanging out in the dugout of the adjacent baseball field while waiting to determine if there would be a rain delay. The team had to leave the dugout, but they didn't have a tent. At that point, the rain had mostly died down, and the team went out on the field to warm up, the witness said. The rain then started to pick back up again, and the team dispersed. The witness said he saw Carmelo Anthony in the bleachers underneath the Memorial High School tent, which looked crowded underneath. Everything was completely normal, he said, until he heard a lot of yelling. I heard louder voices over there, and when I looked over there, people weren't facing the field anymore. They were looking back, he said. The witness said that he started walking towards the tent and saw arms go out and make contact with Carmelo. It got super loud, and people started standing up and were like, what happened? He said, what I saw was Austin pulling up his shirt saying he got stabbed. Witness Carmelo, who that is? That's the man. Witness Carmelo Anthony was distraught after stabbing. I told him not to touch me. After seeing Austin Metcalf with the stab on, the witness said he saw Carmelo lightly jogging to another part of the bleachers. Defense says, did you see him when he stopped? He says, yes, he is crying, and there was a coach kind of comforting him. I'd say distraught is the best way to describe it. Says, did it look like a put on? I'd say everything was going on was very, very real. You could hear him crying. Yes, sir. I heard him saying, I told him not to touch me. How was he distraught? Very distraught. Then the prosecution gets its turn at the witness. On cross-examination, a prosecutor confronted the witness over how his testimony did not line up with his prior statements made to the police and the prosecution. Prosecution says, you had a few things wrong when we talked. Is that right? He says, yes. He says, your initial statement to police saw that you saw Carmelo Anthony surrounded had to be after the stabbing. He says, yes. He says, you had a story in your head when we visited, correct? He says, yes. He says, and when you saw the video, your eyes were open to what actually happened. Is that right? He says, yes. He says, my impression when we first met, you thought when you saw people surrounding Carmelo Anthony, it was before the stabbing. He says, yes, sir. He says that was actually after the stabbing. He says, I really couldn't tell. He says, when you and I met, you told me you thought it was before the stabbing. He says, I thought it was he said, I thought it was as the stabbing was happening. The prosecutor says, you're wrong, right? The witness says, yes, sir. So then the prosecution played the video from the stadium that showed that the witness wasn't even looking at the damn tent. Let's go up a little bit more. So then the police detective, he briefly testifies. One of the witnesses was a memorial track athlete who knew Carmelo Anthony, and I talked to him under the tent. He reviewed the student's cell phone to check his camera roll, text messages, and Snapchat account. Riley thought the search through the phone was thorough. The defense attorney also had the officer to confirm that Anthony's knife was legal to carry in Texas and into stadiums. Frisco High School track athlete testifies. The next witness to testify was 17-year-old student at Frisco High School who was at the April 2nd, 2025 track meet. The witness said he was standing by the gates of the stadium and had a limited view of the commotion in the bleachers. Everybody was standing up, and I saw somebody get pushed or get punched. I don't know which. That's what he told the defense. On cross-examination, the prosecution had the witness admit he does not remember all of the details from that day and that his memories did not fully line up with the video evidence because he didn't see shit that day. That's when the attorneys and the judge hold a sidebar, and then they went to lunch, and now we're on a lengthy-ass lunch break. So just to recap, all of the witnesses that the defense called was liars. They were liars, and they were liars. But to further elucidate how important this is, let me go back to this. Where's that one statement at? It's the prosecution. Right there. Is it fair to say you don't remember? Yes. A lot of what you're saying, you're kind of guessing. Yes, sir. Do you remember seeing the video I showed you? Yes, sir. It showed that you didn't see what you thought you saw. Yes, sir. This is a prosecution to the witness. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. It's fair to say after seeing the video, you didn't want to testify. And what did the witness say? We wanted to do the right thing. Now, my question to y'all is, if you are lying and you just want to do the right thing, what does that mean? Can I ask y'all on the panel, what does that mean?
That means you want to stand up for whatever side you need to stand up for so you could be on the right side of history.
In other words, you're lying for Carmelo.
Oh
It
my
means you-
God. Stop
It means you
fucking
group think
lying.
instead of critically think for yourself.
Mm.
You know, so this is revealing to me that a lot of people were never asked by their parents growing up, like I have, you have, and clearly Raw has. If all your friends decide to jump off of the bridge, the fact that y'all giggling lets me know that y'all been asked this before.
Absolutely.
If all your friends decide to jump off the bridge, they only do this when you acting up. If all your friends decide to jump off the bridge, does that mean that it's a good idea for you to follow their ass?
No, absolutely you should not. Not these niggas is outside blowing a horn.
But these TikTok trends nowadays lets me know that, oh, y'all jumping off the bridge. If there was a jump off the bridge challenge on TikTok, oh my God.
The amount of niggas that would be off the bridge. They're outside blowing a horn. Let's see.
I thought it was like a trumpet player at first, but no, that's that Lord of the Rings shit. That's that.
Now that's the Jesus trumpet. That's the Jesus trumpet. That's Jesus trumpet.
Oh, he's back? He's back?
Dude, that motherfucker, or that dude sound like he out here trying to call some moose in or some shit.
Yeah.
That ain't no trumpet playing.
Hey, that's exactly what the fuck I was thinking.
He's
That sounded like a goose call.
He's rallying the troops. He's rallying the troops of Gondor to the White Wall.
Oh, not the Black Panthers is outside.
Y'all ain't
wait
shit.
a minute. No,
Omni-
they is.
Omni, are you saying that's the new bat symbol?
Hold up.
The Black Panthers is outside in uniform.
Is it the real Black Panthers that denounce the other Black Panthers, or is it the other Black Panthers with Robert Downey Jr.?
It's probably the gay Black Panthers. Let's keep it real.
Yeah. I need to know, because we got the real Black Panthers that said that the other Black Panthers they had no parts and no dealings with, and then those Black Panthers, the other Black Panthers with the light-skinned dude that was leading it, talking about, the Black Panthers was for everybody. It wasn't just for Black people.
Which Black Panther?
Hold on a second. Hold on. First of all,
them's the other ones. That's the others Black Panthers.
Hold on. Y'all be good in this chat now. We could agree to disagree civilly and peacefully. There's no need for name calling and all that childish shit. You want to do that childish shit, go do that in somebody else's chat. We don't do that over here. Thank you kindly. Well, also, how does it feel to know the media can sway your emotions? Because at the end of the day, and shout out to Immortal Coil, like y'all out here tripping, and y'all been out here tripping instead of just waiting on the evidence. Like, this is a very intricate case. Like, how hard is it to just wait for the freaking facts? Now y'all look crazy, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This young man is probably going to get life, which means 30 years minimum before he's eligible for parole.
Yeah. And Raul, they can't wait for the facts when they won't even accept the facts that are being given as facts.
Right. Oh, you don't know what you talk about. You so emotional. You're so emotional.
No, y'all are kind of being emotional because these are the facts. This is a testimony. This is real-time testimony. Yeah, I know. People going live with the same topic almost word for word with what Sel been doing over here. Please, because they don't want to give Sel his flowers. They don't want to let Sel shine because he's not the fan favorite. But they want to then turn around and say who's sucking penises or whatever else, and it's really them. Like, at the end of the day, like, y'all look stupid as stuff as hell. Y'all got egg on y'all face and shit like that because y'all been out here saying that the boy innocent where none of the witnesses is showing no innocence. None of the witnesses are showing self-defense, and y'all talking big cash money shit like you was there you was in the bleachers. You was holding his backpack. You was holding his hair and shit while he was throwing up in the toilet and shit like that. Like, come on. Black people got to stop doing that. Everybody has to stop doing that.
Like, the utter absurdity, right, of people who were actually there having their takes and getting on the stand and saying what happened, and then niggas that, saying weren't there getting in front of a microphone, in front of a camera phone and saying, no, that's not how it happened. Let me tell you how it really happened. And then everybody believing that person instead of the people instead of the actual documented court testimony is like, we live in a clown world. We live in a clown world.
Omni, the people you're talking about, they only hear words. They don't know, they can't comprehend what you're saying. They just hear the words that are coming out of your mouth. That's the problem.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
The literacy rates would agree with you.
Let me say this, because Dr. Manhattan, that's my G in the chat. He says, Sel, oh my God, what is this thumbnail? Look at it. If the races were reversed, a lot of these niggas, and I mean what I say I mean exactly what the fuck I say when I'm about to say. A lot of these niggas that's defending Carmelo would not have the same energy if Carmelo was white. Period. A lot of these niggas would be chanting at the motherfucking top of their lungs. If Austin was black and Carmelo was white, they would be calling for the death of fucking Carmelo. Let's just be honest. You see what I'm saying? So all these people that's going around referencing me, quoting me, saying my names in their chat, saying my names in the titles they streams, they not tagging me in it, saying they not saying my name on their live stream. They want to refer to me as coon and all this, that, and the other. Fuck you. Because the same niggas that sit up here and try to say it's wrong to condemn a black man before you know he's innocent is the same niggas that been going live about another black man for 6 fucking months. So suck my dick.
6 months, dude. 6 months? They've been doing this for the last 15 years.
Listen, suck my dick. Honestly, for reals.
No, they can't do that. They can't do that.
Oh, well, kiss my ass. Do something. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you do. I find it funny, and I hate that you brought that comment up because I seen it, but I tried to ignore it. A lot of motherfuckers listen to what the fuck I say, and then they take it back to their show like they said it first, or they take it back to their show and they try to act like they want to counterpoint it. But no motherfucker ever drop down in the fucking chat and request the fucking link, but then they go back to their show and they think that they got a fucking cavalcade of people that's over there to suck dick with them. Kiss my ass, man. For real.
He just said
Kiss my tail. Kiss my tail. That's what you said. Kiss my tail.
No, he just said go choke on a gaggle of dicks and like it.
I promise you.
Eat a turd out the toilet bowl.
I promise you. Niggas always trying to come with that. Oh, y'all don't understand. And the psychology, man, fuck psychology. Ain't no psychology behind. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back. There is a psychology behind doing the dumb shit that Carmelo did. He was being a nigga, and y'all want to defend the position of niggerdom.
Tell them to kiss the diamonds. They can't kiss the diamonds. They can't tarnish the diamonds.
They can't kiss the diamonds, but welcome to Nigga Mania.
Welcome to Nigga Mania. We've been waiting on these epic battles all year long. Macho Man Ricky Savage versus Hope Easy. Nigga Mania. And in a table, ladders, and chairs match, we got Shannon, You Can't See Me Shaw versus Shannon the Rock Tatum. You know he's one of us. Nigga Mania. Then for the undisputed Universal Championship, we have Young Flair versus Stone Cold Steve Harvey. Nigga Mania. Then in our main event, we have a casket match. Lenny the Steen Kravitz versus the Booty Taker. The Booty Taker has never lost at Nigga Mania. Will his streak live on? Tune in this Sunday night on Tubi. Nigga Mania.
You want to see something else?
The Booty Taker on Tubi is wild work.
Look at this one.
What if races were reversed? Would this be a fair trial? Imagine if the roles were flipped. Would the outcome be the same? Think about it.
Let me start that from the beginning. So
what if races were reversed? Would this be a fair trial? Imagine if the roles were flipped. Would the outcome be the same? Think about it.
You need to take King Harris and Bruno Mars down.
Listen.
Big fucking facts.
Right. And Papi Blanco said that, oh, well, he's a first-time offender. And wait, let me go back to the actual. He's not getting nowhere near 30 years. First-time offender, no record, good track record, no state points. He's not getting nowhere near 30 if he's found guilty. This is not capital murder. Here's the thing. When you have the availability of 5 years to 99 years, that is a life sentence.
Yeah.
If they split the baby, be gracious, you're looking at 30 to 45 years.
I love, again, I rock with Poppy, but damn it. I love how niggas think, right? Because that means everybody gets a one-off. Like, everybody gets a free murder.
Well,
no, that's not how that works.
That's how that works.
I just want him to get online and look up all the kids that have murdered somebody, and it was the first time they had ever done anything, and they were good students, and that part of this club and that club, and nobody saw it coming, and yada yada yada. That still ended up in prison for life.
Right. People that didn't even do it. People that didn't even do it. People that years and years later were found innocent due to DNA evidence, but they did their whole life. They did a long, lengthy bid. Like, what are we talking about?
They just got back in the courtroom.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know what's a real shame?
Nothing's happening yet, but they just said they just got back in the courtroom.
You know what's a real shame? People are amping themselves up and getting their hopes up, and then they're going to be crushed and then wild out and dumb out and blame, white supremacy and racism.
Bro, I heard a dumbass nigga ask this question last night. He said, if Carmelo Anthony is found innocent, is you going to apologize? I said, to who? He said, to black people. I said,
what?
You?
For what?
Why would I need to apologize to black people? That doesn't make sense.
Wait a second.
I have a dream.
This nigga said, you need to apologize.
That we don't kill based on color, that we can all kill based on the content of our character.
No.
You.
That all black people will walk free for taking the life of white
man.
Let's listen to this.
Yo, this is crazy.
People saying, why is Carmelo walking around with a knife in his backpack? Why do you drive around in your car with a gun in it? Why you walk around with a gun on your hip? Y'all be going in the stores and restaurants and shit with your pistol on you. Listen, man, that's probably why the fuck he was carrying this shit. And guess what? The knife probably been in his backpack for months. He never had to use it until that day. Listen, I think a lot of y'all
That means he was
tripped out
breaking school policy for months.
forgetting how these kids be acting, man. When you go to football games, they be fighting like a motherfucker at them games. When you go to baseball games, same thing. Basketball games, track meets. These kids wild as fuck these days, man. And it'd be a group of motherfuckers starring shit everywhere you goddamn go. Listen to what I'm telling you, man. Y'all know when you go pick up your kids in front of the school and shit, it been a fight, there been a broke out in the front, or the police and shit running around when you pick up your kids. Y'all know how that shit go, man.
But let me answer this
man.
question.
This man at the
why do I carry the gun? Because I know the consequences of my actions should I use the motherfucker.
Well, my bigger question to that, Omni, is even if that is going on, why do we have to accept it and be okay with it?
But not even that. This kid ran away after he shanked somebody.
Well, the reason why
he wanted to get away from the situation. Everybody's like, oh, he was remorseful and he talked to the. What could he have done? Honestly, everybody ID'd the kid. People were looking for him. A lot of people knew who he was. What could he have done to actually get away from the situation? He couldn't have.
Hold on a second. Welcome to Nigga Mania. Because, bitch, I'm confused. I ain't never dropped my kid off at no motherfucking school and seen no fights breaking out. Now, do I?
Yeah, they're not getting out the car.
Right. Do I just live in a white community? Is that the problem? I'm too whitewashed. Okay, I've been around too many white people eating too much white cake. Like, what the fuck are these people talking about right now? Because I don't fucking get it. It don't make no bit more sense.
Do you like mayonnaise, Raw?
I do like mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise on my hamburgers, no ketchup, no Merc. Like,
I like mayonnaise on my mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise on top of mayonnaise on top of mayonnaise on top of Cool Whip. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, this is some stupid ass shit that people is talking about, and I need people to shut the fuck up. I need everybody to shut the fuck up with this dumb, ignorant ass shit. So you're saying that it's just perfectly normalized for kids to just be getting their ass whipped at school, and everybody just supposed to shut the fuck on up and just watch these kids get their ass whooped. Is that right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, can I ask you guys a question? Can I lay out a quick scenario for you?
Possibly, because don't be racist with it, but go on.
I'm not going to be racist with it. Say you guys have a big cookout or something, and you do it in the public park. All right, and you have your close friends, your relatives, your family members, and stuff, and
Hunter
then some.
Metcalf, hold up. Hunter Metcalf has reportedly been subpoenaed by the defense as the trial enters a critical stage. They're about to put Hunter on the stand.
Let's get
They
it.
still ain't going to put Carmelo up there. But anyhow, back to my.
Wait, they putting the brother on the stand? They desperate as fuck.
They putting the brother on the stand.
Anyway, back to my scenario that I was building. You're having a cookout. It's with you and your family. You guys put up, your little awning and stuff, and you got some picnic tables, and you're having a barbecue and having a good time. There are people playing cornhole and horseshoes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And just some random dude comes and walks into your barbecue that you're having that nobody knows and just sits down at the table like he belongs there. Is nobody going to go up and question this dude and say, who are you? And then if he doesn't belong there, are they not going to ask him to leave?
Ask him to leave. He's going to get politely escorted out.
So why should it have been any different underneath someone else's school's tent?
Because reasons.
I mean, I'm just saying.
And I'm just
those are the exact, pretty much the exact same scenarios laid out. It's someone that wasn't in. It's someone who wasn't invited here, who isn't a part of this, who doesn't belong, and when being questioned and asked to leave, they say they ain't want to leave. Well, sorry, yes you are.
Because reasons, damn it. That's all you need to know. Because reasons. That's why. That's the logic. Because of reasons.
There's talks of a plea deal.
Told you.
Oh, look, here comes Poppy. What are you
Poppy,
at,
what
Poppy
up, though?
Blanco?
Oh wait, Poppy, before you say anything, let's finish watching this. There's only a few seconds left.
Damn trap meet. Sitting up under the damn tent in the fucking bleachers, man. When these motherfuckers come down there and start fucking with the dude. Get the fuck away from up under our tent. Get your, like, trying to punk a motherfucker.
Oh,
know
shit!
What I'm saying?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Wait a minute! Oh! The defense just rested. Oh, jury's being dismissed for the day. Call back tomorrow for closing arguments. Oh, that nigga going down. That nigga going down.
I like my 20.
Shit. Hey, let me get my 20. Hey, I need 20. I need 20 from go ahead and hit that. I need 20 from 3 man, and I need 10 from Raw. Let me get that. Let me get that. Come on. Let me get that. I need that side bet 3 man. I know you hear me. Hold up. I got this nigga number. Let me call this nigga. I need my money. I need my money on. Go ahead and send that money. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. This little nigga is going down. Look at it right there.
First of all,
it's rest its case.
This is why black people
I
don't
need
never want
my
to
money.
Dollars.
This is why people don't ever want to pay no bets.
Dollar sign Angry Snowman 1, Raw.
I kick your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dollar sign SELL.
ETC.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna need that money.
Excuse me. I made a bet with Angry Snowman. Angry Snowman, put your cash app in the back chat. I ain't made no bet with nobody else except for Angry Snowman. But everybody
are
else.
you ass betting right now?
I'll pay you in ass.
All right, y'all. That's been great. It's been fun, y'all.
up.
I appreciate everybody.
That's messed up.
Yeah. He said it's going to be an acquittal. Poppy Blanco, what's up?
And you see, Angry Snowman, how black people do. You and I was having a one-on-one conversation, and everybody wanted to jump in on our shit. This is why we like mayonnaise. You know what?
Sorry. I like mayonnaise too, but I like mayonnaise that get paid by Cash App. Go ahead, hit that Cash App. Thank you very much.
Listen, I got you, and you get off this live stream.
It's not a problem. Matter of fact, I listen. Can I change the bet? Are you in agreement with that? No money involved.
And talk to me about it afterward.
Okay.
Who wants to start making bets on sentences?
So no. Well, now we have a different bet. So Illuminati says not enough evidence. What's going on with Poppy's microphone? Poppy Blanco, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You did ask him to wait for a few more seconds, and then you just started talking shit.
Well, that's because the defense just rested. My bad. I apologize. Go ahead, Poppy Blanco. You got the floor.
Talk your shit.
I know. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. This is getting kind of pathetic, right? Me coming over here and wiping the floor with you Negroes.
Hey man, I respect it. Stick to the line.
This is like me schooling my kids every day. It's obvious that I'm smarter than my kids. You feel me? So
you're not smarter than us, though. Huh?
I'm 100,000% sure I'm smarter than y'all. The only thing that got me, yes, I am. The only thing y'all know how to do is Googles. That's just kills doing Googles all day long, right?
Sir.
Pure IQ. Y'all cannot. You can raw. How long I know you, raw?
Poppy Blanco, you must not know who you're talking to, sir. This is what I want.
How long I know you?
For a long time. But this is what I want. This is what I want from you. I want you to put a bet on it that he gonna get a life sentence just because he a first time offender.
No, because we're gonna
put your money where your mouth is.
I gotta see if he's gonna found guilty or not first. We gotta go to the steps.
Oh, he's gonna be found guilty.
That's fine. But look, back to you, Raw. How long I know you? 4 years now, maybe. Right? Yeah. How many times whoop your ass every time?
Never. Never.
You know, exactly. Never. You know you capping right now. Hey, okay, it's all good, girl. But you know, I know your tactics. I know you internet. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right. But look, this is what I'm trying to say about. This is what I was trying to say about the whole thing. Everybody's biased, right? And that's a natural thing. It's not a right or wrong about that, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because, and the reason why I bring up the whole epilepsy thing is because I remember growing up watching TV. I used to watch a lot of. Y'all remember the ID channel? When they used to do those crazy murder cases, and then they used to make it to all the way to court. Every time that used to be those crazy murders, they used to bring all kind of people to the stand, doctors, psychologists. You know what I mean? They always used to say, well, he or she used to be bipolar, so they used to be on this X medication. Oh, they suffer from this, they suffer from that. I'm not saying that that's gonna get them off. I'm not saying that when Carmelo was Poke Homeboy was on an epilepsy episode. No. What I'm saying is that helped to paint the narrative for a defense, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. That's not like a smoking gun. You got to use everything you got in your arsenal to get the boy off. That's the defense job. You know what I mean? That's what it is. On this case, did they say that the defense need to bring up the twin to the stand?
They can't now. They just rested.
The court. It's not about morals, none of that stuff. No. Well, we have to see. All right.
Well, they just rested.
Depending on but you got what you mean? The defense rested completely.
The defense rested. They closed out their evidence. The defense rests. That's what they was in that long deliberation. Excuse me. That's what they was in that long deliberation about. They literally just reported on it. The defense rested.
I thought they subpoenaed the twin.
No, they did subpoena the twin. That's what somebody reported on. But then right here, it says
they
breaking. 10 minutes.
They rested for the day or
closing arguments tomorrow.
No, tomorrow closing arguments. Carmelo trial. Defense just rested. States closes evidence. Defense closes evidence. We will hear closing arguments in the morning, and the jury will be sequestered after that. It's over. The last chance they got is that closing argument. That's it. But I want to play this.
Cooked.
No, but let me say this. You can have it, please.
Sure.
This is what I believe from day one, right? I'm saying on the charge that he being accused, the right charge for him. That's my argument, right? I believe after the closing argument, this is what I believe. I think it might happen. The judge, it will order to the jury to consider lesser charges. In Texas, if I'm not mistaken, Texas got like 4 different type of denominations of murder, right? You got the capital, the second, the third, and then to me, the right charge is negligent homicide.
Dude, that background violin is diabolical.
I do believe that they're gonna get him on the lesser charge. My whole argument the whole time has been on the first degree. I don't think it's enough for the first degree to have meet all the elements, in my opinion. I can be wrong. I'm cool with that. But I think on lesser charger, yes, he probably most likely they got a better chance to get a conviction. No problem. I mean, no problems about that.
Gotcha. Well, let's play this. Let's see what this says.
Accused of shooting 3 little white women with a Winchester rifle from about 50 yards away. See, now he thought he was gonna get off with that old "I'm blind" excuse. But oh boy, he had another thing coming.
The jury will now go off and deliberate on. Get out there! That nigga is get out there! Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate.
I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
God damn it, Bulldogs. That nigga said I got the rope right here. Hey, 3-Man, I know you 3-Man podcast. I know you can hear me, bro. I need you to go ahead and pay up. It's over. It's over, yo. It's over. It's over, yo. done and dead with. Your boy is about to become a toy. It's over.
Why are you playing that one? That violin one is gonna get you copyright. This the one.
Oh, that'll get me copyright?
No, the one I just played is won't. I just made that one.
Play that one again, and then just turn the value.
Hey, Raw, you want to go double or nothing on 40 years being the least you'll get?
I said 30.
I'm saying 40.
That's niggas for you. I got your 10. I ain't say anything about no 20.
Nigga, you said a side bet. Hold on. No, pause
I
that.
said side bet of 10, nigga.
No, fuck all that. You ain't about to ask bitches. Now, hell no. You ain't about to
see
get
how
me with
niggas
no, fuck all that. You ain't about to get me with the fighter complex, nigga. Pay that motherfucking money. Pay that money. No, pay that money.
I'll give you 20, nigga. I'll give you 20, nigga. But I said 10.
Hit my cash app. I want 25. I want 25.
Because you, nigga, I'm gonna give you $20.25 on the PayPal since you want to be like that.
I want my money. I want my money. And Raw, you gotta go get the boy. I want my money. I want my money.
Well, who wants to bet? Who wants to bet $10 that he's going to get charged for M1 tomorrow? I'm saying he's getting that murder charge tomorrow.
Well, hold on.
I think he's getting it too. Honestly.
Oh, I gotta go gloat. Is this might be risky still live? Hold up. I gotta go gloat because them niggas is over there crying. Hold on.
Don't you go gloat. Don't do that.
I'm definitely going to gloat.
Shit happened. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody.
Hold on. Closing COOSING arguments tomorrow. Defense.
I can't wait to see Freezy cry about this tonight.
And this is some bullshit.
This is racism. This is white supremacy.
Man.
And I don't see that he had
lesser charges. Lying.
I don't see that he had lesser charges included. It looks like he was only indicted on first-degree murder.
Well, if that's the case,
No,
then
you're absolutely right, Rob. He only got one charge, right? That's what I say. Right before they go into the whole Faraday.
So what I'm saying to you is,
hold on a second, because babe, whatever you're sharing, that's coming through loud. It was interrupting the conversation.
My bad. Hey, fuck you, Sal. I send you 30 because I'm a real nigga. A real nigga send you 30, nigga. Even though I said 10, nigga.
I appreciate it. You know what? Listen, I love Choo Choo Smoke. I love Choo Choo Smoke money. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yo, Ro, yeah.
They should never gave y'all niggas freedom. They never gave y'all niggas freedom in no podcast, niggas.
Hey, Poppy, didn't I hear you say a long time ago, don't make bets that your ass can't cash? Ain't that what you said, Poppy?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Y'all ain't content creators. Y'all nigga creators, nigga. Fuck y'all.
You're absolutely right. He only got one charge sheet, which carried from like 5 to 99 found guilty, right? But it's not in every case, but I have seen enough cases where right before the jury gonna sentence, I say guilty or not guilty, the judge can say, hey, make sure, or the jury actually can request, hey man, listen, can we have the freedom to charge him with a lesser crime that fix the crime?
No, so
I'm not saying that this is going to happen here, but I've seen plenty of cases that happens all the time. I don't know if you have noticed that too.
yeah, but the thing is, usually when that happens, the prosecutor has to file a motion to add the lesser inclusive. What I'm saying is, based on how the prosecutor has diabolically delivered their case, they're not going to request a lesser included, because standing on business, how the prosecution delivered this case and how the prosecution dismantled the defense's witness, they have no reason to seek a lower charge.
They should have got Rick Shaw's attorney. Yo, these niggas is crying on my Facebook feed right now. These niggas crying on Facebook.
I'm getting so y'all can't see the Facebook comments, but I'm getting so many. You ain't shit. You a traitor. You a coon. You happy that a black man is going down? What?
How about this? Whoever is saying that, we are happy that justice is being served. Like the fact that you niggas don't ever want to see justice served just because somebody looked like you is fucking diabolical. Because if it was your son, then what? If it was your son, then you want your son, you want the person that did that to your son to get off? How many of you have ever had a family member be deleted by somebody? How many of you have ever had lost a child? I'll wait.
Facts. Young, Little King is in the chat. He said, "Hey, this young boy is cooked." Absolutely. I mean, listen. Can I just say this?
Can I finish saying what I was saying?
Oh, I thought you was done because you stopped. My bad. Go ahead.
Because y'all was just in your fucking feels about Mr. Child, right? Y'all done restarted this Asian hate because Mr. Child and got off for shooting that little boy. So what? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck it. Go ahead. I'm done.
I'm about to eat some Chinese food and smoked meats tonight.
You was talking on mute. I don't know what you. I hear you back here. Somebody else hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can I be heard? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I want to say this, right? I'm not celebrating that Carmelo Anthony is potentially going to jail. That's not what I'm celebrating. What I am celebrating is this, is that when it comes down to it, at least if he does end up getting sent, the family can get some type of justice. What I'm also celebrating is when it comes down to our imperfect justice system, it is not based on race. No matter how many people try to prove that it is, I can even understand how you can make arguments in some instances, but in this case particular, it's not based on race, it's based on action. Because if a lot of people had the option or the possibility to be able to serve on this jury, like I seen somebody put something on TikTok earlier, they said this is the jury that they want, and it was literally all black people. We know that if it was all black people, he would have been found guilty. I mean, he would have been found innocent. And I'm not saying that I'm happy that it's all white people. What I'm saying is this. I hope people have been paying attention to how critical thinkers listen to what people have to say, and they find the chinks in the armor. I don't have nothing against none of those witnesses that came up and testified because they did their due diligence, right? But also, we can understand that sometimes people lie. One of my favorite TV shows is Dr. House. And one of his quotes is, everybody lies. And I truly do believe that. Everybody does lie. But when it comes down to the courtroom, it's not about right or wrong. It's not about it's about what you can prove. And today, hopefully in tomorrow's closing statements, hopefully the defense be like, we fucked up. And everything that they did over this last week, they did not press none of the witnesses that the prosecutor called. They didn't press none of them. And even today, the people that they put on the stand was weak. And I have nothing against these children, but they were weak. Your stories was weak. Your credibility was weak. You made everything look shot. And the fact of the matter is, you had two options to save your case. One, call Hunter to the stand and press him on those videos, on those statements that he made over the news. Two, put Carmelo on the stand. In this instance, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have put Carmelo on the stand. Because especially after everything that happened today and over this last weekend and over last week, oh yeah, bro, you got to get up there. I'm sorry. You got to go up there. You have no other choice. Our case is weak. And it shows that they legitimately did not have a case. In a case like this, you have to put the person up. What was the young dude's name? I think it was Gunner. Gunner said, yeah, you got to go up there, bro. I'd rather speak for me. I don't want nobody, especially if my case look weak. I have to for myself.
Facts. And here's the thing. Now, Carmelo Anthony could appeal for ineffective counsel because his counsel was extremely ineffective.
Thanks.
Hey, you think his parents are going to make sure that his books are on point? That way he can hit the commissary with all that money they got for him.
No, they already spent that shit.
Oh shit! So now his commissary even gonna be messed up.
Right. So this is the thing, like, yo, like all you black people, like that are like he should have just got off for the sake of getting off. Like, do you understand how ineffective the council was? Who see? That's
I'm sorry, Sel. I'm sorry I had to show you that.
That is trifling. Trifling.
No, it's not.
Like it is. It really is. Because I mean, it's not a laughing matter, but his parents should have made sure he had the best criminal defense attorney in Texas.
Facts. I agree with you on that.
I mean, obviously, his parents aren't as smart as what they were trying to let out to be. Otherwise, they wouldn't have squandered that money away, and they would have made sure that they got, like you said, one of the best lawyers money could buy.
And also, the defense attorney should have never put those witnesses up. That means he didn't really fully explore discovery.
Facts.
Once you see that the prosecutor has actually sat down with the witnesses and they have dismantled their testimony, putting them on the stand is literally sentencing your clients to the harshest penalties of the law.
DC Chicago says, I feel terrible for his parents. All that work to get him to his senior year for him to do this dumb shit.
Facts.
Big facts.
Hey, but they got their payday off of it. So
yeah, they got 600. I hate to even put it like this, but
they cashed him in like a lottery ticket.
But you know, it was really fucked up when they had to come out and say that the sister was afraid of him.
Mm-hmm. That's a big fact. Yeah, they just raised $600,000 for killing a white kid, and they sacrificed their son to do it.
Not the nails and hair next, child. Nails done, hair done, everything did while your kid do it.
I think it was this video. Wait, which video is it? Oh, here's the video.
Yes, it will, Carmen. And Anthony's defense here is that he was acting in self-defense. He's arguing that Metcalf provoked the altercation between the two of them. The defense started presenting its case over the weekend by calling Anthony's track coach to the stand. He testified to Anthony's character, saying the teen was nominated by his teammates for captain. Prosecutors asked the track coach if an athlete should have a knife at a track meet, and the coach said no. Before that, prosecutors questioned 18-year-old Eddie Parra, a teammate of Metcalf at Memorial High School, and the person who greeted Anthony at the Memorial tent. Parra told the court he and Anthony were acquaintances before the track meet, and in response, the defense showed pictures of the two together on multiple occasions, including at a track meet in March of 2025, sitting together on a bench and talking. Court will pick up where it left off, starting today at 9 a.m. Live in McKinney, Trevor Sahaki, CBS News, Texas.
This is sad, man. It's really sad because y'all do know that they filed what is it called when you say you don't have enough money for a lawyer? What is it called?
Indigent circumstances.
They got the cheapest lawyer that they possibly could. So basically, he had a public defender,
and after getting all that money that was specifically for his defense.
Well, no, my question is, so basically that renders him to a public defender, right?
Well, and a court-appointed counsel. And I keep telling y'all,
murder case,
right? I keep telling y'all, there's some things that you don't cheap out on, right? You don't cheap out on your attorney, okay? If you like, because pro bono is working with the state, they don't really give a shit about your case. They're not vested. When their money is attached, they're gonna work harder. Period. No, the parents should be, they should have a civil suit brought against them by the Metcalf family.
I agree.
I would be ready to fucking, oh shit. This is my nigga. I love this nigga. Hold up, time out. I don't know if y'all ever seen this nigga before. I love this guy.
I'm just gonna be real serious and simple about this shit. Fuck Carmelo Anthony.
Damn, he got right to the point.
This nigga don't play.
I just came from my paperwork. Only thing I heard was fuck Carmelo Anthony. I'm like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, hey, he don't play.
Fuck Carmelo Anthony and fuck you if you motherfucking agree with him. If you think that nigga was motherfucking scared for his life and he should have stabbed that motherfucker in the chest, you's a dumb motherfucker. Because at the end of the motherfucking day, you could line up 12 blind jurors, not giving a fuck what orientation sexually they are, what race they are. You give me 12 blind motherfuckers and tell them motherfuckers the facts, and they gonna find that little nigga guilty. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck how you twist it, side it, put it, how you want a motherfucker smear it and cover it with whatever the fuck you want. The nigga is guilty and he going to hell. The worst part is, you motherfuckers went and ran all this motherfucking money up for that motherfucker, and his family went and bought a house. They took care of shit, and at the end of the day, that nigga ain't gonna have money for commissary or to take care of his motherfucking ass when he get there, because the white boys gonna run through that motherfucker. Niggas don't want nothing to do with him, because they ain't motherfucking dealing with some civil bullshit war in prison over a dumb nigga that did some shit he could have took care of his goddamn self with his hands. It's that simple. If you don't like that and you don't understand that, fuck you and your feelings, because you're not grown enough to realize that nigga fucked up. And when you fuck up, you got to be held accountable for your shit. And if you don't like that, fuck your feelings. I don't care.
I love
Yeah, he about to find out what real racism looked like.
He about to be really in fear for his life.
Yep.
And you know, he said some real shit in that video. Like, when he gets to prison, they ain't about to start doing this word. Okay, hit my cash app then. What's that? I gotta leave out of here at 3:15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You gotta hit my cash app though. As a matter
I'll
of
hit
fact,
your belly.
You hit my belly. Nah, I got something you can hit. All right.
Mhm.
Wolfpack says that's the kind of old man that smokes cools, but did he tell the truth though? To hell with what he's smoking. Did he tell the truth?
He ain't smoking no crack though.
Hey.
Damn.
He smoke cools and he go to work every day. That man go to work from 5 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. Every damn day. You could tell just by his posture.
You could tell by his work shirt he was wearing. That was a uniform.
Hey, Uncle Cliff be talking some shit. I'm telling you, like, I can't like I'm probably had to delete this stream or edit that out. But hey, Uncle Cliff be talking some shit on his motherfucking Twitter page. Let me share his page in the back with y'all, because y'all need to be seeing some of the shit that Uncle Cliff be talking. He be talking big shit. He be talking big shit for real. What's we got? New comments. His defense is not looking good. His defense didn't look good from the start. DC says, I'm honestly shocked how they literally know he's fighting a murder trial and they still don't understand he made a mistake. It's honestly sad. Man, look, DC, I'm going to tell you like this, right? One, you facing a trial that... This trial was not... Go ahead, baby.
No, I'm gonna let you answer that one, because there's another comment that I got questions for.
Yeah, that is a crazy comment.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Defense did a solid job, except for the fear and chaos comment. That was damning. Lord Naraki, let me ask you a question. You said defense did a solid job. Where at? What did they do a solid job at? They didn't press none of the witnesses that was called by the prosecution. They didn't protect the credibility of their own witnesses that they called up. And they did not put Carmelo on the stand, nor did they call Hunter Metcalf. What did they do a solid job at? They did not make Carmelo look innocent at all. They did a solid job
of sitting there and watching the trial take place. That's what they did.
They got paid from Collin County for doing pro bono work. Okay, they did their little community service hours for this year, and they good to go. They did not defend that young man. Let me tell you what a good defense is. A good defense is, like Papi Blanco has been up here, so ad nauseum, just dragging the point about the epilepsy. A good defense attorney would have called an expert witness to how his epilepsy is a factor. A good defense attorney would have dismantled everything that the prosecutor put up piece by piece, every witness. A good defense attorney would have called Jeff Metcalf to the stand. A good defense attorney.
Facts. I didn't even think of that.
A good defense attorney would have, as my husband said, brought the side-by-side interviews with Hunter the days immediately following the incident and disseminated that shit. A good defense attorney would have been at least screaming out objection, objection, Your Honor, objection, overruled, objection, something. They would have been doing something. A good defense attorney would have made sure that they at least got some representation for their clients in the jury. He handed the defense handed the prosecution a guilty verdict.
Sure did.
Well, when you're guilty, it's kind of hard to defend it.
That's not true.
I've been guilty
In some cases, it can be if you're a
it's
shitty
not.
lawyer.
No, it's not, because you know what? Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
If you're a shitty lawyer, yeah.
If you're a shitty lawyer, yeah. If you a paid lawyer, like we all know OJ should have been guilty, but the fact that motherfucker got off, I'm still fucking bewildered by that shit. Lord Naraku says the defense was rounding the edges, questioning the who initiated the contact. This is more about making the murder one is downgraded to a possible manslaughter.
That's
but there's
never
only
happening.
one charge. There's only one charge on the indictment, so it's not going to get downgraded. It's all or nothing. It's a zero-sum game.
Yeah,
they should have took a plea agreement right from the beginning.
And now that they copping to try to get a plea, I'm telling you, I know how hungry prosecutors are.
40 years minimum.
The prosecutor is going to eviscerate him on the plea if they give him one.
If they give him a plea, it's going to be a minimum of 40 years. If the jury convicts him and they sentence him, the jury's going to sentence him a minimum of 40 years. He's not going to see the light of day for another 40 years. I guarantee it.
I say 30. I mean, here's going to be the plot twist. If the jury is like, fuck it, 99, because
would you be upset about it?
Nope, I sure wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Honestly, I think he deserves to go to Pine Oil Heaven.
I'm with you. I mean, with the evidence that's been shown, I mean, it's a clear-cut case that he did this shit. And he intended, in my opinion, I think he intended to kill him.
I think anybody that maliciously commits the act of murder deserves to have the death penalty. I think there's a lot of crimes that people deserve the death penalty for. People be sitting up in the criminal justice system for longer, just sitting there doing a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Doing nothing, sitting around all day off the taxpayers' dime. And I mean, it's good for industry, right? Because there's a lot of industries that are fueled by the prison industrial complex. But do you know how much money it costs to feed these people every day? They get vitamins, all manner of shit. Like, even with commissary, they hate eating the food that comes from, you know what I'm saying, Cisco Systems. So they'll get their commissary, but even that makes money for the jail. Like, let me shut up. Let me stop telling too much truth.
Lauren Araku says, we did not get access to the jury instructions. You're absolutely right about that. Jury instructions is going to be important. I wonder if that's going to be made public. As a matter of fact, let me go look at the lab update to see if they said anything else.
You probably won't get jury instructions until after final or closing arguments anyhow.
Wait a minute. Time out. Share this tab right here. Pull this up. So 30 minutes ago, defense arrest, court dismissed until closing arguments. After returning from an extended lunch break, the defense team announced it is Rest's case, and the court was dismissed for the day. The jury will return on Tuesday, at which time it will be sequestered. I'm not going to rush you, so we'll just play it by ear tomorrow, the judge said to the jury. Again, Judge Roach instructed the jury to go home and not discuss the case and do not get on social media. Don't get on social media. They don't know what the heck they're talking about, said Judge Roach. Facts. I like this judge. I really do like this judge. So we don't know the jury instructions. DC Chicago says, do you guys think it'll be a long or a quick deliberation?
Oh, this shit gonna be this shit by the hour.
Yeah, this is gonna be light speed, fast.
Okay, so I bet you they might have a verdict on tomorrow. Shit.
Lord Naroku, that's not what that statute is for, love. That statute is for authentication of depositions.
Yeah.
So did you mean a different one? Go ahead.
I think I'll give it out. So we talking about hours or we talking about days?
Nah, I'm a 3-man podcast on this. I think it's going to, by the end of the day tomorrow, there's going to be a verdict.
Yeah. Shit. If
grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah.
I'll side with that. I think it's gonna be shit. If it's less than 4 hours, if that shit come back in less than 2 hours, that means that they had this nigga through from the moment.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary out there so Raw can make her $10 back. Raw, I bet you $10 that they come back with a verdict in 30 minutes.
Shit.
Damn.
I bet you. Hey,
I bet you 50. That ain't gonna happen.
$5 less than an hour. $5 less than an hour.
Nah. So all right. So it's a lot. All right. If you're a jury person, well, you know what? No. Can I? God damn it! I hate doing this. All right. So I did this during the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. I didn't make an assumption until I heard the jury instructions. Can we do that? Can we hold off the best tomorrow until we get the jury instructions?
Okay.
Let's do that.
I'm even after I get the jury instructions, I'm still going to say 30 minutes. I'm serious. It's going to be that fast, dude. It ain't going to take long to put 2 and 2 together, man. The pieces of this puzzle are going together too nicely.
Well, it all depends.
I know,
right?
but it's pomp and circumstance, right?
Mm-hmm.
For pomp and circumstance, they got to sit there for at least a little while. Because number one, they want to get their money for the day. They ain't going.
Well, they're going to get their money for the day regardless.
They're gonna get full rate. They still gonna get full rate. Yeah, they're gonna get full rate.
Come on, hold on. Question. So let's say let's say jury goes into deliberation tomorrow. Let's say they don't get a verdict back until next week, Tuesdays. They
that ain't happening, dude. That's wishful thinking.
No, I'm saying as a hypothetical. Let's say they went into deliberation for a week. They would get paid for every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes per day.
Yeah, you get paid for every day of jury duty that you're there from the beginning of the trial till the end of the trial.
But it's only like $25 a day. It's only like $25 a day.
And the trial technically doesn't end until the jury deliberates.
Don't let me end up on the jury. I swear to God. I'm holding
that nigga guilty.
Bro. Hey, hold on. They don't pay you that much to do jury duty, man. You ain't even getting a day's wages for it, honestly.
Well, I thought it was based on like the severity of the case. Like okay, so OJ case, are you still getting $25 a day?
Something like it.
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck
it doesn't matter what the severity of, man. The taxpayers are going to pay you what the taxpayers are going to pay you to do your civic duty.
You know, I've never done jury duty, nor have I been requested to do jury duty.
I've done jury duty one time. I got $20 for the day. I was there for like maybe an hour.
Fuck that. If that's me,
I was a snitch for a day on the witness stand. God damn it! Shit, they paid me a good chunk of change. They gave, yes, Your Honor, it was that man right there.
Hey, if I was with the jury, and one of the Anthony family reach out to me, I'd be like, hey, yo, I can cut a deal, but we need some of that give and go money. I mean, like $300,000. I hang this jury up.
I made the whole courtroom laugh because I couldn't. I was still in my trucker vibes and shit, and so I literally said, "Clean cut white boy right there, Your Honor."
Okay, Lord Naroku. That's not it either, honey. That one is about making false reports to a police officer, federal special investigator, and law enforcement employee. But for the lesser inclusive charges to be added for jury deliberations, the prosecution has to file a motion in order for those charges to be included. And as I stated earlier, there is no reason for the prosecution to do so because they pretty much proved their case.
You know what, guys? At this point, I think most of these people in the chat would have did a better job defending Carmelo Anthony than his attorneys did because they are not giving up. They are still digging, trying to find a hole in this.
Yeah, they really
got man. I don't know where the fuck they got this lawyer off of Craigslist or something. Yellow Pages. I haven't seen the Yellow Pages in years, but hey, this lawyer did a terrible fucking job.
They got him off of Craigslist.
Hey, that lawyer did what he was paid to do. Nothing.
Back page.
Yeah. All that money got spent. Hey, shout out to the family. It was like, this boy guilty. We know he's already guilty.
You're right. That would have been great if the defense attorney would have did that, but the defense attorney didn't even do that. So therein lies the problem. The defense attorney did absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Whenever, I think it was on Saturday, whenever they called the coach up there, the defense first witness and the prosecutor made it that coach, like, he was supposed to make Carmelo look a little bit more human, humanize him a little bit better. Man, the prosecution flipped that coach around. I was just like, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Wrap it up, B. It's a wrap.
30 minutes. 30 minutes tops.
I don't know. Y'all picked a fine time to tell him you don't love him. And I know one thing, black people better not. Y'all bet, I swear to God, y'all better not. I swear to God, y'all better
Oh, dude,
not.
they're rioting. They're rioting. Yeah, there's going to be riots all over the place. Why do you think that the quote unquote that weird guy that Sell showed up that was doing the public statement during the recess came out and made the address that he did? He's trying to get ahead of the negative press before it happens.
But y'all niggas better not riot, bro.
It's going to happen.
God,
come on. It's going to happen.
God, y'all niggas better not riot, bro. I might have to do some shopping
Dude,
that day.
Ain't no Target or Walmart or Meijer going to be safe in America. Gucci and Louis Vuitton getting robbed.
Hey, I might be off tomorrow. So if y'all do it tomorrow, man, shit, I might do some shopping. Hopefully I get caught up in the middle of this shit. Like, I tried to pay them. No, the cashiers was there, so I left the money on the table and walked out.
Dude, the Nike outlet store better put boards on their windows now and get ahead of it.
So somebody asked a question in the chat. I think it said like something like Sale, put your hand up or something like that. What did that comment say?
I don't know. Let me see.
I think it was free. I think it was free that asked. What did he say? I'm driving, so I can't see it.
Just be the first to raise your hand and say you would be offended to have seen the violent photos or videos.
No, I wouldn't have been offended at all. My background and how I've done my job, I have seen tons of violence. I've never shied away from violence or video evidence. The thing is, a lot of people just don't have the stomach to see it. And then on top of that, I'm a veteran, so that don't scare me none. If it was my own family member, I ain't gonna lie, I would probably feel some type of way, but still the job still got to get done. But like other people and stuff like that, like I watch gore videos all the time. So I'm not gonna say I'm desensitized. I'm just that I don't have a reaction to it like that.
Yo, did you see the Ukraine and Russian knife fight, bro?
Yeah, I did. Like the most graphic. No, I know it's a joke, but I think that's important to say that because a lot of people who are even commenting on this case that's calling for Carmelo to be innocent. My thing is, all right, cool. So let's say, one, this was your child, and two, you have to watch the video. Would you still say Carmelo is innocent? You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't really take that into effect. Like you have to be in the courtroom and you have to watch a video be played over and over of your child getting stabbed. A lot of people couldn't do that. I would be sitting there enraged. Let me hear anything close to innocence. And I'm probably in one of those videos where y'all see the family jump over the little wall and attack the person. Yeah, I'm probably one of them. But nah, I'm perfectly fine and comfortable with seeing it. Because a lot of people think that they're ready for some shit until it's time to see some shit or do some shit or get into some shit. Then it's a different story.
Okay, so Lord Naroku, I found it, but the lesser included has to be included in the charges. It has to be included in the initial charges. No, it's not included. He was only indicted on first-degree murder.
So now we have to ask the question: do y'all feel that the state proved this case?
Yep.
Like a watch? Hell yeah, they did. Easy.
Can I be honest? I didn't hear any of the prosecution talk about intent. Didn't hear that. Nor did they talk about the knife. I didn't hear nothing about that. And to prove it, you need to cover those things, right?
Yeah. Well, to a degree, right? Because what they actually spoke about was the scene of the crime, the emotions, and who actually did what. So they didn't have to go fully into the graphics to talk about the knife or anything else because they had deemed witnesses saying that they saw him stab him. And even the witnesses for the defense, you understand what I'm saying? They were like, you weren't looking. So you can't say that he didn't, or you know what I'm saying, that this didn't occur the way that our witnesses said it did occur because you weren't looking.
The Rocker said
It
all
was just
about. Go ahead, 3 Man.
It was just the prosecution. They had such a strong fucking case. They ain't have to do none of that. They had eyewitnesses. Hell, you can't say the witnesses were racist. What, like, weren't like all of the witness the prosecution called? 4 of them was black. Or was it 3? 3 of them were black.
4 of them was black.
Oh shit! 4 of them were black. One was a black female. So you can't use the racist bias bullshit. And so it's a clear and cut case. Like, yeah. Do I feel bad for the Carmelo kid? Absolutely. Do I feel like he could have made a mistake? Yeah. I feel like he let his emotions get the best of him. But at the end of the day, there's a boy that is dead. There's a boy who will never experience who will never experience going to college, who won't experience falling in finding a wife, having children, hell, having an actual fucking life. And so, like, yeah, I feel bad for the Carmelo Anthony family, but I also feel bad for the Austin Metcalf family because at the end of the day, even if Carmelo is found guilty, they can at least hear their son's fucking voice.
Exactly. And to what Lord Naroku said, Naraku, that he just all he needed is reasonable doubt. There was no reasonable doubt established in the case. There was no reasonable doubt that he potentially could have been acting in self-defense because he didn't get on the stand. And the defense did not present any elements to say, hey, you know, this was an accident. This shouldn't have happened. This was a travesty. Like, we'll see what they do in their closing arguments. But, I mean, if their closing arguments is synonymous with how they represented the case, sorry, not sorry, that young man is about to do a lengthy little bit.
Well, that's why I said Carmelo putting Carmelo on the stand would have been good for the case. That was your opportunity to gain sympathy from the jury. You could have had him up there. You could have asked him questions. Like, this case really boils down to proportionality in Carmelo's mindset. That's what this is about. What were you feeling at that time? We didn't get to hear none of that. All we heard was from everyone else's perspective. We never heard from him. That was the most critical element in all of this. Did you fear for your life? Were you in fear for your life? But you opened up the window to say, hey, if you was really in fear for your life, like we said yesterday, why'd you drop the knife? Why'd you keep the knife with you? Right. He had the opportunity to get on the stand and cry. That a lot of people was making memes and like chalking like making jokes about Kyle Rittenhouse, because I ain't gonna lie, he did have an ugly cry. He got an ugly cry face. But
bro, that shit.
Him crying on that stand made people sympathetic to him. Let's be honest. Because you think about it like this. Their cases are similar only because of their age. But Kyle Rittenhouse was not able to speak for a whole year. He was not able to defend himself nowhere. Same thing with Carmelo Anthony. He didn't have an opportunity to use his voice nowhere. He couldn't go on social media. He was on house arrest. He had absolutely nobody to talk to other than his family and his friends. That's it. If that much. And the crazy thing is, that would have been a great opportunity. We haven't heard from this boy in over a year and a half. Let's hear what he has to say.
I ain't gonna lie, those Kyle Rittenhouse memes were fire, bruh. Especially the one that they shared in the trucker group where they had Kyle Rittenhouse at the diesel pump crying.
Yes, sir. What was you about to say, baby?
I was gonna say, yeah, no. The intent was touch me and see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Because someone said that they didn't have any intent, they didn't show any intent. So that's a bold
Verbal
move.
escalation.
Right, but it's not, because from all witnesses, he was the aggressor. He was the aggressor. And it's not like it's capital murder. This is another thing that we have to understand about Texas. Capital murder requires premeditation. I don't think that first degree murder is that deep, but I'm doing some more research on that. But either way it goes, like them just showing that he was there, he didn't have no reason being there. He, you know what I'm saying? He challenged them. He told them, if you touch me, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then he did it. And you got to realize there's a bunch of white people on the stand. There's a bunch of immigrants on the stand. They're going to be like, oh no, you know, he shouldn't have did that. That was horrible. He should have just got up and left. Saying that he didn't do that is, it's bad.
Rufus says Carmelo is far more similar to Chud the Builder. First and second, watch the Rittenhouse video. He was running from three larger men, not engaging, stopped and engaged after warning. So
what?
Kyle was running from the first guy. Can't remember his name at the moment. He was running from the first guy. After the guy said that, I'm gonna take that gun and I'm gonna shoot you. So then the guy was chasing him. On the video, this was a big point of deliberation because the prosecution used the edited. This is how I knew the prosecution knew that they didn't have a case. They submitted an edited video to evidence, and the judge was about to let them play it. But then the defense was like, it was the white lady with the blonde hair. She was like, excuse me, Your Honor, just to let you know, the video that they're trying to send you, it's an edited video. And the judge got pissed off. He was like, wait, what? And she was like, yeah, the original video that they submitted for evidence, that's the video that they did not submit to y'all. She's like, that's a video that, okay, so the way it works, they have a court-appointed laptop. That laptop can only be used to submit or to transmit evidence. The evidence that they was trying to submit, they put it on one of the prosecutor's laptops. He edited the video and then submitted it to the laptop. That judge was pissed the fuck off. He was like, so you mean to tell me you're trying to give me an edited video to show to the jury? He was like, oh, all we did was just edit it so that they could see it better. And the defense, like Ross said earlier, your defense attorney has to step up and defend you. His defense attorney was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to allow my client to be defended, to be projected in this way, because that's an edited video. What if they added a pixel or two or took away a pixel or two? That's how a defense attorney is supposed to defend you. So after they looked at the video showed the first guy was chasing him in the gas station, and then he went to reach for his gun. This is the same guy that said earlier in the night, I'm going to take that gun and shoot you. That guy ended up getting shot. Second guy, while Kyle was running from the first shooting, a crowd of people was following him. They tripped him. The black dude that was earlier in the video, because he was standing on top of a car, Kyle asked him to get down from the car, and the black dude was like, nah, nigga, fuck you, I ain't going nowhere. So Kyle was like, all right, cool, keep it pushing. So then that same black dude later that night, he went, and as Kyle was rolling on the ground from getting tripped, he went to drop kick Kyle. Kyle shot twice and missed both times. The second guy with the skateboard, he hit Kyle across the head with a skateboard. He then tried to grab and take Kyle's gun. Remember, there's a mob of people chasing you saying, we're going to take your gun. We're going to kill you. He shoots him in the heart. He gets up, stumbles a little bit, falls over and dies. As he's on the ground, the third guy comes up. He got a gun in his hand, and then he points the gun at Kyle. Kyle shoots him in the arm.
Right. And so for those that wanted the clarification about first-degree murder in Texas, first-degree murder in Texas is not like any other state. It's intentionally or knowingly causing the death of an individual or intend to cause serious bodily injury and commit an act clearly dangerous to human life that causes the death of an individual, or commit or attempt to commit a felony other than manslaughter, and in the course of that commit an act clearly dangerous to human life that causes death, or a drug-related provision. So they proved that. They proved that. They did that.
And the funny thing about the whole Kyle Rittenhouse situation, all of this shit started because Kyle Rittenhouse refused to let them burn down the gas station. Because they set fire to a dumpster right in front of a gas station, and it was rolling towards the pumps.
Child, listen. It's a cold, cold winter.
That's some. It's dumb motherfuckers. That's what it is. We just got a bunch of black folks. We got to stop this bullshit.
I need our people to actually understand the law before they be jumping out the window.
Or I gotta like Cauchy need to like create a little sector on the black side of Cauchy or Robin Hood, so I can just start betting whatever the culture is feeling, I'm gonna bet against it. I'll be retired in 2 years. Fuck it.
I'm not sure you'll be retired in 2 years, sir.
I'll be retired in 2 years. I just bet against the culture, bro. No offense to y'all, but when it comes to shit that really should fucking matter, y'all motherfuckers really don't even give a shit about it. But when it comes to I'm not gonna say
the things that don't matter at all.
Like y'all want to boycott Chinese spots because of the fact of Chinese man got off? Really? Word? That's what you're gonna do? Shit, I better stop seeing bitches with lace fronts and weaves and shit.
Now you ain't never gonna see that. You ain't never gonna see that.
No more Supreme Muyaki weave. I don't want to see none of that shit.
Child, shut your ass up.
I know a little bit about here now. I want to see. I better not see one of y'all niggas at the fucking where I'm going to right now. There's a beauty supply department right next door to this truck repair shop. I better not see one nigga walking that motherfucker. I'm gonna call their asses out. I thought y'all was boycotting.
They ain't boycotting nothing, and you're gonna see people right down to the Chinese spot too. You're gonna see all the black people down to the Chinese place.
Like, yo, shit. What I'm about to do is, like I said earlier, I'm about to eat some Chinese food for the Chinese, and I'm about to eat some smoked meats. For a lot, man.
You about to get your ass whooped.
They gonna fuck me up, bro. They gonna.
They are. They gonna get your ass.
They gonna fuck me up, boy. They gonna be like, we know who this nigga is. We see this nigga driving on 85 right now. Psych, I lied, nigga. Ain't on 85, nigga. 87, bitches.
You so stupid.
Damn, I want to go to that fish market so fucking bad too, but I got to go to Elizabeth, New Jersey. Damn it. I was right down the street too. Not too far. I could have went there.
My bad, y'all. I'm back. What I miss?
No, we was talking about how these niggas ain't boycotting shit.
Ain't boycotting shit, man. Yo, Kaushi, if y'all hearing this shit, create the black sector. You too, Robin Hood. Since I fuck with Robin Hood better. Yeah. Create the black sector. I want to bet whatever the black culture is doing, I'm gonna bet against it. I'm gonna put my whole savings on the motherfucker. Because I know I'm about to win.
Baby, check your messenger.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Oh, they told you about it already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Hey, I
Mm-hmm.
was just thinking about like giving them a Happy Meal or something like that. I'm like, oh man, you messed up, bro. Messed up.
He should still do it. I think he had a hard day.
Did she tell you why? Well, we'll
Yeah.
talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Talk about that outside. As a matter of fact,
I'm nosy. Who got in trouble?
Baby boy got in trouble at school, so it's time to be parents. So we'll holler at y'all. We'll be back later to deliberate. I'm pretty sure everybody's right now live giving their own testament and feelings about how they feel about the defense resting. They about to come up with all the narratives that they can. I'm gonna just simply say this: the defense dropped the ball by not putting that boy on the stand. I would have put that boy on the stand, whether he
You
wanted
know
to go
these
up there or
niggas
not.
crying. You know them niggas crying. They be like, man, they about to railroad this black boy. They keep doing our black children like this.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? What you mean railroad? Hey baby, ain't it right up the street after I come down the bridge, or I have to keep going down?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, but yeah, what you mean railroad? Ain't nobody railroad him how? He put himself in this situation.
No, the white man gonna do. I'm sick and tired of doing our black boys like this. When your black boys kill each other every single day, y'all don't say shit. But hey, but the white man need to stop trying to railroad.
Hey, right. Baby, y'all go ahead, do y'all finals. I'm gonna drop down. Can you close the show off, please?
Yes. Okay. Say your final thoughts, friend.
Who
3
you got
minutes.
me?
Yeah. You be cutting up. I swear to God, you be cutting up.
That's my father. Oh man, that's my final thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole today, y'all, because y'all niggas was calling me all types of coons, snowflake, all types of bullshit. I'm just want to be a white man. That's what y'all niggas said, and all because I disagree with y'all bitch ass niggas in the argument. All I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, that boy should never have brought that knife to that track meet, and he should never have stabbed that child. He should have been a man. If he felt like he was gonna get his ass whooped, at least you could have got your ass whooped standing tall. But now, it's a good possibility. Hell, shit, I'm willing to bet 200 on it that boy is going to spend the next 40 years of his life in prison thinking about what the fuck he has done. And his parents, his parents should have just gotten a better fucking lawyer. At least a better lawyer could have had. You know what? I knew he was losing this case from the very fucking beginning because of the fact that they acted like their child was the victim instead of the other boy's father, and instead of the other boy's family and shit. Instead of them trying to do this whole pro-black shit, they could have brought that man's father up there while they held a press conference. It would have been beautiful. It would have been teary-eyed. All of that shit would have saved that boy decades in prison. Now, because of y'all tomcoonery, That boy's about to spend years in prison. Now, if he gets acquitted, shit, I'll be major fucking surprised.
If he gets acquitted, baby.
Like the knife doesn't fit, you must acquit. You know, some bullshit like that. But yeah, this is fucking absolutely crazy of you, not content creators. I like calling y'all nigga creators. Y'all are literally crying about this boy, but every single time I ask y'all bitch asses, hey, what is your opinion about the black on black violence that has terrorized the fucking elder community? You know, the niggas y'all like to talk about, all the civil rights racism shit, the ones who actually experience that. Well, those motherfuckers been getting terrorized for decades with all the black on black violence. Innocent children have died for all this black on black violence. Innocent bystanders. But y'all niggas, y'all cricket ass fucking quiet. Every single time I ask y'all niggas that questions, they ask you that question, I hear crickets. But let a white man do something. Oh, y'all niggas gonna march. We shall overcome. All of that bullshit, man, it's too easy. But I appreciate you having me up here, Ross. Since y'all leaving, I'm most likely gonna catch y'all next live.
Well, thank you very much for coming up and cutting out. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and yo, man, hey, well, you owe me 20, nigga. I said 10, nigga, but hey, because I'm a real nigga, like a real nigga do, nigga, I sent you 30, nigga, because I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you.
Bye.
Hey, I ain't take my medicine today, man. My blood pressure a little up, and so I fuck with y'all niggas.
See you later.
I'm sorry. I'm about to troll this nigga on TikTok. I haven't seen him. I know his ass crying right now.
They are all crying today, child. But see you later. Be good.
Peace out, right.
Oh Lord. Now it has been, some laughs and some jokes because you do have to add levity to serious topics like this. But on a serious note, as we end the show, I want everybody to learn a lesson from this case. First of all, start having real conversations with your children about how to avoid conflict. Because the reality is a seat on the bleacher is never worth anyone's life. Okay? Yeah, I do agree there. Either way it goes, it's not going to be a pretty situation. This is what happens when people too deeply involve race into legal matters. Nobody's life is worth a bleacher seat. Okay? Let's, even though some people are going to be happy on both sides of this, either way the case goes, know that a public court-appointed attorney is never going to be in your best interest. And I don't apologize for saying that, right? Now his parents are going to have to spend a lot of money on appeals. And appeals are very expensive. To start an appeal case costs like $50,000 for a case of this magnitude. And honestly, I don't really think that they have it. It's a shame that one boy lost his life, and it's a shame that we are, in fact, watching another boy lose his life, but he does have to pay the consequences of his action. Now, people have been saying the absolute most and being very much disrespectful throughout, telling people how they should and shouldn't think and how they should ride with people just because of the color of their skin. And here's the thing. I don't owe you loyalty because all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And teaching our children that bad behavior should result in no consequences is not how you build up a community. When people understand that there are consequences for actions, yeah, they had a court-appointed attorney, which is a public defender. When people understand that there are consequences for their actions, it makes them think twice before they act. This has been Cellulite Podcast. Please be sure to subscribe, hype the video, share it out, tell a friend, tell an enemy, and pray. Pray for the.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit,
no.
activate. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 Activate.
Hold up.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 All right, let's go.
Play with it, go play with it, go play with it.